first one. The last guard get a quick double, but then the Spectres come out. All of a sudden they get a quick double, but then the Spectres come out.
But then Kadoom from the bottom of middle as well. But then Kadoom from the bottom of middle as well.
Gives them the advantage that they need to push up front. It gives them the advantage that they need to push up front. Doesn't matter where Alone is at this point. Doesn't matter where Alone is. Deep positions. And it gives Mongols deep positions.
The first frag, he hears them from above as well. The first frag, he hears them from above as well. Good flick, two.
Onic comes back in from behind,
coming in with a big flank through the middle. Shiro holding the high coming in with a big flank through the middle. Shiro holding the heals already coming through towards Bleed as well. But he lines up two of them. Here the heals already coming through towards Bleed as well. But he lines up two of them and it swings back into the favor for Bleed across.
Dangerous territory, the toxicity inside the cave, but Darion, he's doing it again! Could it be the ace? No, it's denied, but Rattler!
What is up? एक सेकंड में म्यूजिक अभी के लिए पॉज कर देता हूँ एंड आई कैन जस्ट से हेलो हाय व्हाट्स अप. ये थोड़ा सा अलग ओवरलेज है. आई एम टेस्टिंग आउट सम न्यू स्टफ. थोड़ा सा एक्सपेरिमेंट चालू है. ट्राइंग टू मेक द स्ट्रीम अ बेटर एक्सपीरियंस. ये अभी फ़िलहाल पहनने की ज़रूरत नहीं है बट जस्ट इन जनरल आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक द स्ट्रीम अ बेटर एक्सपीरियंस. थोड़ा यहाँ मेरा इधर मोस्ट रिसेंट सब्सक्राइबर आएगा. ट्राइंग टू एक्सपेरिमेंट. चैट भी यहाँ आ जाना चाहिए. ओके हाँ चैट भी यहाँ आएगा. बहुत छोटा दिख रहा है अभी तो. I'll keep making changes as I see fit. What's up? Hello. थोड़े changes करते रहूँगा. I'm gonna keep trying some new stuff on stream. मैं एकदम बढ़िया हूँ. I am just waiting for the match to start. मैच थोड़े ही टाइम में शुरू होने वाली है. यस मैं मैच शुरू करने वाला हूँ. गिव अवे का अनाउंसमेंट हमने पोस्टपोन कर दिया है. गिव अवे का अनाउंसमेंट अभी नेक्स्ट वीक होगा. अगेन कीप फॉलोइंग माय सोशल्स एंड यू विल नो. वॉच पार्टी यस वॉच पार्टी पे अभी शिफ्ट करने वाले हैं. द मैच इज जस्ट अबाउट टू गेट स्टार्टेड. वैसे इंटरमिशन अभी खत्म हुआ है. ओहो क्रेमर आए प्यारा सा क्रेमर. एक सेकेंड. You should be fine. Yes. And ऑडियो भी अनम्यूट कर देते हैं ताकि दिखाई दे सुनाई दे.
Yeah, I mean, I did kind of like went over that and I kind of hoping high expectations for.
मेरे लिए भी कम
So
कर
what do
देते
you
हैं
think, or what do you expect to see from them, and do you think that Bleed will be able to overcome that mental block they tend to?
I think Bleed is going to be able to do really well.
Everything just turns off. For me, I really want to see them keep moving.
हाँ
I think
अभी ठीक है.
Onic secrets, they all do so well. Is their timeout utilization is just perfect. My worry is that Bleed are quite there. Yeah, they're not quite as good as dictating momentum.
Who are you supporting? I am right now supporting Bleed.
They can use their timeouts effectively.
I would have really wanted to see Bleed versus Secret. That would have been fun. That would have been really fun.
Onic, I mean, they against Team Secret, it seemed like they had different ways to approach the game, and they knew how to read some situations.
Onic versus Secret was an epic matchup.
And that's something that really caught Team Secret off guard. Against Bleed, though, that could be an entirely different story.
Speaking of Bleed, Their
मैं
lineup
chat
today,
दूसरे
as we
screen पे
mentioned
यहाँ
for
निकाल
this
रहा हूँ.
whole tournament,
एक
let's see
second.
out, Redla in. And I think that with the addition of Redla, we have seen a whole different layer of aggression from them. What do you think about it?
Honestly, I quite like it. I think Redla
Maxi
has molded very nicely with the rest of the team. He's really been
This
able
is going to be a
to
damn
the
interesting
only
match,
thing
guys.
that, for me, raises a bit of a question
बहुत ही
mark
interesting
is
matchup
that
होने
his
वाला है.
Sky can be very hit and miss.
I'm inclined to agree, honestly. I mean, we saw it on Breeze, like in the replays right now. It's something that we also saw a little bit of from
खुद की stream ढूंढ नहीं पा रहा.
But the thing that I do like about Redla is the fact that him coming into the team,
सब ठीक है.
whether as a Sky or
अब chat भी आगे आ गया है सामने. अब ठीक से पढ़ के बता सकता हूँ मैं क्या चल रहा है.
And we start to see that come in a lot more handy, I think.
Now I have chat
Gets
open.
freed up to
Now I
do
can actually read chat and I can
strategies,
actually respond to you.
and, when we see Darian on things like Chamber,
When is G playing? G is not playing this event.
it allows for the team to come into a completely new form, and whether or not that fares well against Onic is a whole other thing. Onic, we've just seen them. They've been playing their
His
kind of
career,
warmed up.
secret
I'm not sure if they're
weapon,
tired or
G,
not, but
Terry.
again, it's an advantage
I
that
cannot reveal that right now.
the Indonesians seem to be able to take Bleed down somehow.
I will reveal it soon.
Whether
I
it's through
cannot reveal it
strategy,
right
whether
now.
it's through plays, they have what it takes, and I think Onic,
What shopping mall
quite
name
frankly,
were you?
based on what we've seen so
Simlin.
far,
That
they
shopping
just
mall
have
Heaven
perfect
that we
coverage.
visited in Singapore is called
Put
Simlin.
up some hit-to-hits. We can talk about some counterplays. I mean, like Shiro versus Lenny is one of those examples.
On the topic of some of the players from Onic, for me, the combo between Severine and Elmimore was just magical for a lot.
Thank you. कोई लोगों को मेरा starting screen बहुत अच्छा लगा. जिन लोगों ने miss कर दिया अगली stream पे देख लेना. Because मैंने decide किया मेरी streams पे मैं DVR feature disable करने वाला हूँ, so you can't rewind. No rewind feature on my streams. So whatever happens, you have to see it live. There's no other way to see it.
So it's it's kind of like what Duga was saying. Onic, they like to.
I am from Singapore and I want to meet you, but I am not in
Bleed, on the
Singapore.
other hand, I think they
Unfortunately.
kind of thrive on that. So it's going to be interesting.
I mean, when you talk about it like that, it's gonna be really
Kremar
interesting.
भाई
You mentioned
star लग रहा है भाई.
Redla
Kremar
coming into
हमारा.
the team, and Redla has been very, very aggressive, and it's always been like a struggle between the Darian show and the Redla show. But on
How
the
to
other
join
hand,
G,
if
how
you
to
look
join
at
G.
Onic, it's always been
Bro,
going.
that's
I
very
wanna
difficult
see
question to
how
answer.
Redla fares toward more
Join
than
GE
just
as what?
Darian. So
As
in terms of
editor,
how
management,
Redla
staff,
goes
player,
forward,
and player
what do
than
you
which
think that
player?
he
Like
does
you need to
best
give more
to
details
thrive?
and
Do you think that
get in
he
touch with the
really
right
will
people.
stop
अगर
him
esports के लिए है
from
तो वत्सल से
being
बात करो.
a great shot.
Not necessarily, because
When are you going to come back to Singapore? Probably later this year.
In
अभी नहीं.
comparison, his killjoy a lot more defense.
I'm going to keep this mute till then. Interesting. मेरे WhatsApp भी आते जा रहे हैं, मैं वो भी कंटिन्यू करने वाला हूँ साथ में साइड बाय साइड.
Particularly to
Ratla and Monier. Bro, Monier clutched some of the rounds like crazy. It was insane. Some of the previous rounds बहुत ही epic खेला. Adios muchachos. Okay. क्यों? कैसे हो स्पर्श? What's up? Welcome. मैं एकदम ठीक हूँ.
I think he's not.
अभी तो
serious
फिलहाल
that-
गेम के बारे में
not
excited
yet.
हूँ. I really want to see this matchup. It's going to be really epic. Bleed versus Onic. मजा आने वाला है. When will Riot reveal franchise teams? After VCT gets over, most likely. तो 20th September तक तो रुकना ही पड़ेगा, unfortunately. क्रेमर को बोल दो शेव करने क्यों भाई, अच्छा तो लग रहा है, बढ़िया लग रहा है.
kind of 24 hours.
Yeah, changing comps. I think that's one of those key things. Bleed, they have shown that that's really something that they are capable
Clever,
of. With
looking
Darian
good.
On Chamber, on Breeze, he dropped a 30 bomb.
Increase
That was-
quality.
That was crazy.
And still lost.
इससे ज़्यादा क्या करूँ भाई?
Right. Like he's gonna be able to do so much more of that.
ये तो है ही.
And, it really opens
Maxed
up
है.
to more
वो
possibilities.
भी उनके साइड से
But
प्रॉब्लम
then
है.
that said, I think the map selection is also going to be something that we have to keep an eye out for, because who knows how Onyx is going to try to approach this.
Interesting.
Speaking of
I have to
selection,
take
we
this
also,
call.
I really want to ask
Hold
you
up.
guys. this is coming from a team that just finished a very, very hard match against Team
All
Secret.
13-11.
13-11,
Yes,
13-11,
my
13-11, all
Bas
three
ekdam
maps,
badhiya.
and now they're going straight into a
हाँ,
map
मैं
with lead.
अभी
So,
hospital
do
में.
you guys predict that Onic will
means
be
10
able
में.
to bring this home right off that momentum from the last game, or do you think
बोल
they'll
ना क्या
fatigue
हाल
out?
चाल? अभी तो
I'm gonna level with you, Tash. I'm for.
नहीं
Bleed. I
अभी
think
तो live
yesterday
stream
they
पे
were
था.
very
Watch party चल
shaky,
रही थी.
apart from
पीछे
Darion,
पीछे.
who did quite well. I think that sort of inconsistency
Kiska?
on 4 players only really happens once, particularly on such an established team.
We've got the bleed mate. Kremer is the bleed guy. I love it. Good sir. I like that. I really do think the bleed is such a complete team.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes they
हाँ,
get
अभी
into
ना
their
उन्हें
head.
They really do.
It's
That makes them
maybe they
human.
need a
अभी तो
psychologist
down
this
है.
time.
आएगा but
Right?
probably
They
will
already
not.
have so
One
many
more to the
folks.
roster.
Yeah, maybe. So, I mean, you know, just to oppose Kremer, I'm going to go
हाँ,
with Onic
Instagram
because
ने
we've been seeing
Instagram
them.
ने add
We've
किया.
been seeing
NFTs
Monyet,
on,
we've been seeing
Instagram.
Shiro,
They did
Elmore.
play well earlier.
I like that. And I think...
Even when
what-
they've gone a whole 3 maps earlier, you think they'll still be able to keep going without fatigue?
Why not?
I could actually interject there, right? Which is teams when
आ
they
गया, आ गया,
organise practice, a little bit inside
आ गया,
info
आ
for
गया,
you.
आ गया.
When
एक
you
second.
organise practice, you do it in batches of 2. So 6 maps.
Spammers के लिए
small
gift
regular
दे दो. हाँ,
builders, something
spammers
I
के लिए
imagine
gift
they're
दे रहा हूँ.
Very much used to.
That's very interesting to see. I mean, personally, for me, I'm gonna go for bleed just because of
Clips
that
निकाल
sort of
लेंगे
fatigue
लोग. हाँ, no problem.
on.
Clips
I
निकाल
felt
ले,
like
निकाल लो.
last night Darian
But ये
actually
rewind
showed
feature
how
ये सब नहीं चलेगा.
talented he
The
was
clip
with
करते
his
रहो भाई.
performance. So I think there's a lot that he learned from that. But for now, let's have a look at the map picks because
So,
for now,
bind,
I'm gonna be immediately,
band.
you know, I'm not
Let's
surprised. Bleed
Yeah, fair enough.
excels on this map, and if you
Yeah,
notice, if they
fair
get
enough,
a
fair
chance
enough.
to choose this map, they will. And Fracture out for Onic. I don't
Fractures
blame them as well because Onic
gone.
is just so
Okay, first map is Ascent.
Ascent BP. I wouldn't mind seeing a
Onic
breeze.
map select.
I'm maybe not as a second map, potentially as a third. It's a map that both teams play. It's one that
Nice.
Bleed have had quite a bit of success on. and it's
Bleed
one
Ice
I've also
Box
seen Onic play
makes
this.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely had a chance to potentially study up on how they played it.
Onic.
So I think Icebox
Split
for
band.
Bleed really makes sense because they've had quite a bit of practice on it. They have so much potential, so much to offer on it that Onic are honestly going
Breeze
to have a
band.
time.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes, we're going
Alright.
to
And
Haven.
Haven.
That's another one of Bleed's stronger maps.
It's also one, once again, they've
Interesting.
just seen Onic play a full game of regulation on it. And
Interesting.
there's a lot to anti-strat. Secret, is unfortunate that they're eliminated, but one of their main, something that very favours the rest of the teams here, is Secret.
Did you
draw
watch 100
anti-strat.
Keys
It's very good.
versus Energy or Sentinels cards? Yes, I've been watching all the matches.
Those plays, some
I haven't missed out on any of the
absolutely
matches.
Inane, like weird things.
मुझे like genuinely
talk
मजा
about
आता
it. I
है.
mean, you were
इसलिए I've been
testing
watching
it
all the
series,
matches.
Garage control, and then Onic just decides to push through B to wrap around on it.
Yeah, it's all Munyet kind of hero pushes. It's for Bleed, actually, I think that may dismantle them.
Yeah.
I think if
It
they're not
will.
expecting it.
They will. If you think about it,
I
WKB,
think
both
Bleed
Monyet
got
and
this,
Darion,
but
I
we'll
think
find
are
out
a
because
better
the way
match
Onic played against
compared
Team
to
Secret,
Redla, but
बहुत
at the
कुछ भी हो
same
सकता है.
time, when you think
But
about map control, I think that
Bleed
Onic has a
खतरनाक
little
है.
bit more in the bag. Regardless, though, the question now is which team will be taking home this first match? Which team will be going on to the grand finals? We'll find out later after this break. Don't go anywhere. It's Bleed versus
अरे
Onic.
बात बात पे लोग ब्रेक ले लेते हैं यार. चलो कोई ना, एंजॉय कर लो ब्रेक. तब तक हम यहाँ कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं. हाँ ठीक है, चलो आ जाओ. लेट्स हैव सम क्वेश्चन आंसर्स जब तक ब्रेक चल रहा है. लेट्स गो. Y'all have 5 minutes जब तक ब्रेक चल रहा है. लेट्स गो. क्वेश्चंस. Why मान्या joining TSM? अभी तक ऐसी कोई ऑफिशियल अनाउंसमेंट नहीं हुई है, और अगर होनी है तो प्लीज वेट टिल द ऑफिशियल अनाउंसमेंट. हम सारे डिटेल्स बता देंगे. Do you like CS:GO esports? I used to like it a lot more than I currently do. आजकल थोड़ा सा बोरिंग लगने लगा है, थोड़ा स्लो है इन कंपैरिजन. IRL जाके स्ट्रीम करो ना ऋषि भाई. यस, मैं बहुत सारे IRL स्ट्रीम्स करने वाला हूँ. I've been experimenting a few things. जैसे आपने देखा ये पूरा नया स्ट्रीम ओवरले है. I've been experimenting with a few new setups स्ट्रीमिंग के लिए. I am going to be doing a lot more live streaming. I'm just figuring out what, where, how. थोड़ा तो मेरे को फिगर करने दो. बट यस, देयर विल बी अ लॉट मोर, डोंट वरी. अगस्त का महीना तो डेफिनेटली बहुत ही कंटेंट भरा होगा. यू विल सी अ लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट एंड अ लॉट ऑफ वीडियोस कमिंग फ्रॉम मी स्पेशली. एंड बाकी जी से भी मिलने वाला. हमारा फर्स्ट प्ले बटन आ चुका है, इसका पोस्ट भी हम करने वाले हैं. एंड होपफुली अगर ये वाला चैनल 100K तक हो गया तो सेकंड प्ले बटन भी बहुत जल्दी आ जाएगा. बट यस, When will Indian agent launch? Indian agent वरुण बत्रा बहुत जल्दी लॉन्च होने वाला है. मुझे उसके बारे में डिटेल ज़्यादा पता तो है नहीं, बट आई एम वेटिंग टू नो द एजेंट नेम. लाइक द एजेंट्स नेम, जो उसका बैकग्राउंड कैरेक्टर है, उसका नाम वरुण बत्रा है. ऐसे वो लीक डॉक्यूमेंट से पता चला, बट बाकी डिटेल्स नहीं पता है. You sound different. I don't know why I sound different. New sponsors incoming. There are a few announcements to be made. मैंने बोला ना, अगस्त का महीना अच्छा महीना होने वाला है. अगस्त का महीना अच्छा महीना होने वाला है. When will G play in VCD tournaments? अगर हमारा franchise slot हो गया तो hopefully very soon. अगर हमारा franchise हो. इसमें हिंदी कास्टिंग भी होती तो और एक्साइटेड होता. आई थिंक आप लोग को इंग्लिश कास्टिंग भी एंजॉय करनी चाहिए. आई वुड रियली वांट यू ऑल टू एक्सपीरियंस व्हाट द इंग्लिश कास्टिंग इज लाइक. इट्स प्रीटी कूल. इट्स एक्चुअली प्रीटी कूल. Chat, tell me about this Rainbow Six. So apparently Rainbow Six Siege, the PC game, is coming to mobile as well. जैसे Apex Legends का भी मोबाइल रिलीज हुआ, PUBG भी पहले PC गेम थी, फिर PUBG मोबाइल आया. ऐसे Rainbow Six Siege भी है. Valorant मोबाइल के भी लीक्स आ रहे हैं. ऐसे lot of good PC games being ported to mobile and opening up to the mobile audience, which is great. Rossi ने बोला Bleed tournament में GE new things try करेगी. Yes, there are a lot of changes that you're going to get to see in the GE team. Trust me, बहुत ही interesting चीजें आपको देखने मिलने वाला है. Oh wow, remote. एक सेकेंड. ठीक है, अगर आप लोग को सीरियस डिस्कशन करना है तो हम ऐसे बात करते हैं, बट मैं थोड़ा सीरियस डिस्कशन में वॉच पार्टी कर रहा हूँ यार, गेम एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ. बट यस, आई कैन से हेलो हाय. मेरी आंखों में देख लो, आंखें डाल के आराम से. ये ठीक है ना अभी के लिए. स्ट्रीम एस्थेटिक्स ऑन पॉइंट. थैंक यू सो मच. दिस इज द लो-फाई थीम दैट आई वाज एक्सप्लोरिंग. एक सेकेंड, मैं आपको कुछ भागना नहीं, मैं दिखाना चाहता हूँ. ये दिस इज द स्टार्टिंग स्क्रीन दैट आई विल बी यूजिंग फॉर माई स्ट्रीम्स. एकदम वो लो-फाई गर्ल वाला थीम है. इट्स आई रियली लाइक इट. इसलिए थोड़ा और मैं एक्सपेरिमेंट करते जाऊंगा. I'm gonna keep trying out new stuff. But which headphones are you using? These headphones are the Razer Black Shark V2 Pro Mercury Edition. थोड़ा लंबा नाम है, but बहुत epic headphones है. इसके cushions aren't as comfortable as the HyperX ones though. I'm a Razer guy through and through. Like मेरे माउस से लेके कीबोर्ड से लेके माउस पैड से लेके हर एक चीज, everything I own is Razer. But just like ear cups, cushions, HyperX Cloud Flight 2 wireless, unbeatable. Absolutely unbeatable. Bleed gonna win this? I think so too. I am rooting for कुछ ज्यादा ही क्यूट नहीं हो गया स्टार्टिंग के लिए. आई डोंट नो, लो-फाई इज नाइस. आई लाइक लो-फाई. आई विल कीप एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग डिफरेंट थिंग्स. मैं और चीजें ट्राई करते रहूंगा. Just use lo-fi music in the start. Yes, I was in the start. I was using lo-fi music. Wait. Stream अभी वापस आ चुकी है. ठीक है. उन लोग का अभी बातें चालू है. I can. Dota, League of Legends, plan outside India? Not as of right now. Not immediately. Maybe sometime. Not as of right now. अभी तो ऐसा कुछ प्लान नहीं है. बूट कैम्प में वाईफाई स्पीड कितनी है? 1 Gbps. हमारी जहां भी नेट है 1 Gbps की कनेक्शन हमने लगवाई है. मैंने वैसे ये वाले बॉक्स में, जो ब्लैक वाला बॉक्स एम्प्टी दिख रहा है आपको यहाँ, ये वाले बॉक्स में फॉर एनीवन दैट सुपर चैट्स या सब्सक्राइब्स एक एनिमेटेड इफेक्ट आएगा विद थोड़ा साउंड, तो वो भी कूल है. अभी ऐसे कोई न्यू सब्सक्राइबर्स और सुपर चैट्स नहीं आ रहे, इसलिए पता नहीं चल रहा है, बट है. You will get to see it. Intern applications, not right now. We will be opening up intern applications soon though. हमारा interns program. Okay, मैच अभी शुरू हो रही है. Let's switch over.
That's our first map.
Nice.
It's the fourth different map that Onic have had to play today. But that's part of the
like Onic का technically warm up भी हो गया, but 3 मैप खेल के I'm sure exhaust भी हो गया.
Finals that Bleed did. And a team like this that has the infrastructure, that has the preparation, you can only imagine what kind of advantage it gives them knowing that they've got 3 more maps of footage on Onic.
Yeah, we're looking at something really different from Bleed here. We saw them on Ascent run a double controller lineup. They've actually
What are the must-have tech things? Guys, the बीच में chat थोड़ा पढ़ते रहूँगा, बात करते रहूँगा, volume up down करते रहूँगा. I'm just saying.
Really see that often on Ascent anymore.
What are the must-have tech things for tech enthusiasts? I am an overboard tech enthusiast. I have way too much tech. मैं अगर सारा मेरा tech दिखा दूँ तो लोग बोलेंगे कि इंसान पागल हो गया. Must-have things से बहुत ज़्यादा है मेरे पास. शायद एक must-have का एक वीडियो बना सकता हूँ.
Last time we saw Retla on Sage, Icebox, where he got that ace, a 1v4 victory against Team Secret. Obviously different map, but we'll see if it brings the same type of gameplay for him as we kick things off with Elmi Moore and Pith. This is going to be a battle that we'll be watching
Such
throughout
a game
Pith.
of patience.
This time playing the roaming position. Normally Maxi, the smoke, gets him before the rendezvous.
Why did? Oh, he got the kill before the rendezvous.
In this series.
Damn.
You shoot it fast enough, you can stop, you can kill him before he teleports. Max
Nice.
finds the kill as well.
Good
in
job,
space.
Bleed.
Darion created with that
Good
cloud
job,
burst
Bleed.
into the dash, and now the spike is going to go down. Bleed are
Nice.
starting off very fast on this map.
And expect to see a lot of that throughout this match. Darion creating the space, going on in on the jet this time. Other times we'll see him on Raze to allow the rest of the team to frag on out. Now 3v5 situation. In goes Moniette on his own jet. Now sitting wide open as the cloud burst goes away. Severine gets a
2v1,
couple.
let's go.
Now, a 1v2 situation. 44.
Severine hasn't been performing as good as he normally plays.
Only 7 left alive. Darion.
I mean, this is anyway a hard sell. Double peek.
Here, they're both lining up. No one is hitting their shots, and Severine has the opportunity here on the spike. Gets
I mean,
the tap,
time भी खत्म हो गया, but
out. The frenzy has just enough bullets. He's ran out. Has to switch on over to the.
हाँ, अपनी time वैसे भी खत्म हो गया था, but ठीक है, nice.
A hectic round
Okay,
number
wow.
one
This was.
goes
It wasn't a clean win,
Very
but it was a win
scrappy from
nonetheless.
the two teams, but what I am seeing here is that even though Onic were on the back foot, they almost mounted that retake. They almost succeeded in it, and I think that's something
Damn.
we're going to
Onic,
see.
that was
consistently
really
in
good.
this series. These two teams are very close, very close.
Like for a round that I thought was
They
clean
were also
bleed.
very close. In fact,
Damn,
it
that
can lead
was
to so many
interesting.
overtimes between the two teams, and I think that Onic are near that level for near Bleed's level, in fact. And I think that they're going to give Bleed a run for their money, even though Bleed have won that first round.
If we're doing a lot of this transitive property calculating, Bleed, remember, dispatched Team Secret pretty easily, pretty dominantly. So you'd imagine Bleed would have a little bit of an edge going into this based on the opponents that they played. But remember, Bleed is coming from that last loss. It's the first loss the team has had since they missed out on qualifying to Masters. As they lost to both Rex first and Xerxia in heartbreaking fashion. And so Bleed, how will they respond to adversity? Will they get that first win? And now Darion responding with the bullet to the face to Severine, making this a 5-4.
That's a lot of shorties on Onyx side. We are seeing 3 on their side, and I'm not sure if they can catch anyone here because Bleed look like they're going through mid, where the shorties are not at.
Yeah, I like that call as Help Me More.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a shorty, doesn't need one. The Headhunter lives up to its name. And we know shorties can be pretty good on Ascent, especially if your name is Alone Fills. Unfortunately, Alone Fills not in this match.
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff there from the shorties. It looks like they're trying to move forward with the shorties, though. They're trying to take the shorties to the faces instead of just waiting in the corner. Vandal, which could make it very dangerous for Bleed because that could make it at the very least costly. At the very worst, a round win for Onic. There's the boost coming in from Redla.
Yeah, Redla making sure the site is clear, and then we'll be watching from behind. Slasher, he was the MVP of the last map. Again, that scrappy final map over in the series with Team Secret as Redla. There's the answer. Very difficult for Elmi Moore to be prepared for that. NC Slasher might just be saving this
doable, but
for a round
might be worth saving.
And trying to get exit frags, not a bad idea.
At least one should save. I mean, yeah, Monia can just try for the gun.
I think that's pretty good for the economy. They clearly are not trying to execute anything for this retake. They're just trying to look for the picks. NC Slasher misses the shot though. On the side of Bleed, they do have the rifles in their hands as well, so that's going to be a good carry over to the next round as the last remaining members, not named NC Slasher, have died for
Yeah.
Onic.
Yeah, it could have been
एक और
a lot
change
of
कर
damage
दिया.
to the economy, right? Because you have
बस
to buy up
ये भी अभी
after the
हटा
round
दिया.
win
No
for
problem.
bleed.
अब कोई problem
They
नहीं.
didn't skimp out too much. The Vandal there, so they bought 2 Vandals.
Which team is supporting
two
Bleed
Bulldogs,
right
and
now?
1
Supporting
Guardian.
Bleed.
Or
I
1
think
Bulldog,
Bleed got this.
1
I have
Guardian, 1
full faith
Spectre.
in Bleed.
And
इतना
that
help
could
किया
have
है Bleed
been,
वालों ने हमें.
very,
Support तो कर ही
very
सकता हूँ.
dramatic. Even with a round win, you take down 2, you take down 3 there, and your money's looking pretty good if you're Onic. Either way, they'll full buy up. Shiro with the Odin to kick things off.
Good gun to use. A lot of Sova mains typically use this gun. And I think with the
Fade,
on, it's
Shiro.
still pretty effective, especially playing on B.
Odin.
So this
मजा आने
Odin is
वाला है.
can still provide value as a Fade. It's not just Sova that can see through the walls.
All right, and control over courtyard. Yet again, another priority
Nice.
for both these squads. This time, it's a catwalk play as Retla looking right on through. And they get through
Nice.
undeterred. No one watching tree. And so you've got 3 members ready to attack mid. You got 2 people going long A, and now Monyet knows the play has been executed. This is done pretty early for Bleed, as now
Such
NC Slash
precision
is shown
gameplay.
Darren can't land the
Nice.
shots. Good slow down here in
Oh, nice
defense
defense.
by Onic.
Nice.
Pith found a trade kill, but it's still a 2-for-1 Bleed. They get the site, but they're gonna have to take this outnumbered 3 versus 4 right now. But Redla, even things out with that Spectre, is able to pick up a Vandal to upgrade as well. Onic now to fight this
Odin
3v3.
getting
They
ready
still
to
have
load.
the Odin. They have Vandals. This is a buy run for them. This is a crucial round for them to win.
Yep, Pith watching the crossfire. Shiro knows he has to
Oh.
wait. Maxi wins.
Yeah,
one.
that's
Maxi
hard.
wins 2.
Just
and
an
now
Odin
it's a
and got it.
1v3, and
That's all
Shiro
there,
gonna
yeah,
save right
save.
off of that one again.
It doesn't
Remember,
even make
Shiro
sense.
Spent all the way down to 150
अभी तो जाके भी
for the
फायदा नहीं.
Odin. And Maxi, he didn't win that duel in the pistol round earlier. He was holding the door on Garage, lost it, and that's why
Third
so
round
many
में
people
Odin, yeah.
died.
This
for
I don't know
Bleed
ये
in the
क्यों
first
किया,
round
but
win.
it didn't
This
work.
time,
जो भी वजह से किया,
solo hold
गोली मारने का
on the
chance भी
site,
नहीं मिला.
wins the 1v2, and Bleed will take a 3-0 lead, and only 2 members die in that buy round.
One good thing,
And Maxi
CD will
had a
keep getting
relatively rough
CDL.
series
Oh,
against
CDL की
Blue,
बात कहाँ से?
when normally he would really be showing up as the lurker. He's been shut down quite a bit. He's showing up very
ऐसा
early
conversation
on this
चल रहा है.
map, and winning this round for Bleed, I
Wow.
think, is a very, very good start because
Results
they
will
won
come in
their
September
bonus
about
round. They were
LCQ.
able to
No.
upgrade
People asking
into
about the
finals,
franchise
able
slot.
to
इसका
roll with
result
We've seen this from
franchise
Bleed.
slot का
I'm the only team
September
that
में
likes-
आएगा
that
result.
like to do this.
VCT
There are
खत्म
teams
होने
that
के
like
बाद.
to do this. Our Cerberus and Fancy, the Vietnamese teams, they like buying those rifles in that second round to bring it over to the third
3-0.
round and really go
Yeah,
for
this
that
is gonna
very
be
risk and
difficult.
very high reward plays.
Yeah, well,
Technical
only
pause,
3
okay.
rounds of the book as we will have
Okay. Tech pause है. ठीक है, जब तक tech pause है तब तक हम pack over here. ये better है. When is Bleed tournament? Bleed tournament was supposed to be अभी I believe in the next 10 days. 10-12 दिन में ही था. I don't know the exact date. But शायद से postpone हुआ. I don't know the. I'm not sure. शायद से postpone हुआ. I saw Kohli play that day with Rossi. I felt that he is not ready to play LCQ and anyhow match Kappa's skill and also to replace him in any way. Trust me, you guys haven't seen what we've been seeing. Oh wait, game वापस आ गई. Okay.
Here we go. You love to see it. It's one of the fun things
Tech
to
pause
do
खत्म हो
when
गया.
defending on Ascent and you're covering B. You take the Odin, you grip it, and you rip it right
Oh,
on through the
nice.
wall. Unfortunately, doesn't land, and now Maxi trying to get cheeky and
Yikes.
gets knocked down and almost knocked
That
off
was a hero
the
play.
whole
That
world there as Monyet
Oh.
forced to go around the corner. And a
अगर
nice
मैक्सी को
round
मिल
there.
जाते वहां से kills, it would have been worth it. But
They still have the guns.
That
on the
hero
side
play
of
didn't work
Bleed.
out.
They won't be able to take the gun from Maxi. That's irrecoverable for the side of Onic, but they do have the headhunter, so they can still make this expensive. But as I
Yikes.
say that, Lenny takes the kill
ठीक है.
onto Elmi Moore. He does not find the headshot that he did
this is still
2 rounds
looking
ago
very good
on
for
Darion.
Bleed.
And Bleed are
They have the gun
playing this
advantage
cool.
and
They
the
don't
man
give
advantage as well
anything
now.
up at all. They're just waiting for the peaks. They're just playing this default, and they're finding all the kills.
As attack, they're
This
getting
has
all the
to be
kills.
Some research that Bleed have done.
Yikes.
In defense, Onic were consistently making the map smaller against Team Secret. Usually had
किस को कंफर्म स्लॉट लगता है? Honestly, I don't know right now. अगर किसी का भी 100% कंफर्म स्लॉट है, it's very difficult. हर एक टीम को बहुत मुश्किल होने वाला है. It's not going to be easy. It's really not going to be easy.
sense right on out, and now they head on over to the site. 2v1, Shiro with the Odin. He did some ripping over on B, now he's got to do it here on A.
Still pretty doable for Shiro. He's pretty low though, so
1v2.
unless he finds his first kill cleanly, I don't think it's possible for him. Shoots through the floor. Corner's a little bit thick, has to use a utility to find a little bit more information, but immediately gets suppressed. It's gonna get taken down by Darius. Bleed. Clean up
difficult tha, but
double kill collateral.
Good job, Bleed.
From NC Slasher. A bit expensive, a bit unexpected, but you could see
TSM C9 Fnatic G2 Liquid 100 Thieves uptake confirmed.
We're actually looking at that.
Mic glitch ho raha hai.
That the timing at which NC Slasher peaked.
Kya glitch aa
got a double kill. They knew that Onic would do this.
Hey, nothing flashy about this from Bleed, right? No big plays here. The flashing play was right here, actually, with the lineup by NC Slasher. But you have to be able to congratulate when squads are willing to do what they're supposed to do and get themselves 4 rounds in a row now. This is a major, you're 2 rounds from winning a half, and it's just been on the back of consistent play and punishing mistakes that Onic have made, as now Darian quick.
1 second. Abhi check karke bolo. अभी भी एको हो रहा है. ओके अभी भी है. ओके वेट 1 second. I'll just disable and enable the audio source.
5-man hold. And now we're trading off no commands. As now Severine gets taken down. Monyet trying to work his way on through, but can't see anything through the nebula and forced it back on off. Shiro getting shot through the wall. And now Pith trying to get space, seeing if he can do damage to the economy. No, he won't. Decision time, which way will they exit? They will exit towards defender spawn. They realize they're safe, and it's another round win by Bleed. 5 in a row here, as Onic don't have an answer.
It's Lenny this time around with the Odin, and look at the post plan by Bleed. They were all on the site. They did not give any space at all for Onic to pick anyone off. And the most difficult part about how Onic are playing is that they've been forced to save every single round, except the previous one. And because you're forced to save, you keep rolling into a broken buy. It's not a full buy for the whole team typically. And because of that, Bleed are just taking advantage of it. They're finding
now it should be okay.
Buys. They're finding these
now it should be okay.
weaker agents and just getting into the site. They're also controlling the tempo.
Yes, मैं थोड़ा audio fix कर रहा था
on Bleed's terms.
Yeah, and early in the tournament, maybe you'll find rounds, but when you're playing against a team like Bleed with guns that have set plays that are more disciplined than other squads, so much harder to punish on an eco round, because Bleed, as the favorites, playing like a favorites in this one, are not being susceptible to being punished, right? They are the ones with the guns. They're the one doing the punishing.
They're definitely punishing because, man, this
okay, I think I figured it out.
The frags are going to Onyx side sometimes.
Abhi ठीक होना
Look at the
चाहिए.
scoreboard, it's not that far. No one's really popping off
अभी
crazy
ठीक होना
for
चाहिए.
Bleed.
अभी नहीं आनी चाहिए
But
दो
it's
बार.
a team effort, it's a team execution.
Okay, figured it out.
Very,
Problem
very
solved.
clinical rounds.
हो गया problem solved हो
I
गया.
think more impressive than the kills is most deaths 3.
Error था वो 2 time आ रहा था.
Right?
Audio
No one has
source.
died 5
Fix हो
times
गया.
in all 5 rounds. You don't even have
ये
an
निकाल
anyone
लेने
at
दो
4.
मेरे को
It's
भाई.
just been, hey, Lenny, you need to go first for us. Okay, cool. Everyone else is in the site. We'll clean up afterwards.
हो गया
As
sorry.
round 6 begins, and
अभी नहीं
they'll
आएगी
have a tie at least if they win this round. Darian goes on in,
Okay.
blind is Shiro.
0-5. Let's go.
And the site,
तब मिस हो गया
yet
मेरे
again,
इतने problem.
almost in control as Elmi Moore has something
Do I
to
get
say
time to
about
play
it.
Valo? Not
For
as much.
something,
I
and the
wish I
tour de
did.
force lives up to a name, but Brett answers back.
Oh!
But here comes NC Slasher working his way on through
मुश्किल
to the
होने वाला है.
side
Sorry
into a
guys.
2v2. Slasher low and runs right into Pith. Bad timing as Severine gets taken down
Bleed
as well.
is-
It's at least a tie for the half, and Onic have no
Yeah.
answer.
They have not found anything off that timeout either. I think
मैं
that's
वही
the
बोला,
most
like,
alarming
Bleed-
part. They bought up
I think Bleed
on all
got
5
this.
of them, thinking that they could get something done. But Bleed
Do you play
just did
Dota?
the exact
Dota को
same
खेल
thing
के
they did the
बहुत
previous
ज़्यादा
round,
time हो
dashing
गया
to the
bro.
side. This time in the
बहुत
back
ज़्यादा
of the
time हो गया
nightfall
Dota खेल
with the
के.
flash, just clearing all Onic players out.
Favorite
off the
Overwatch
site,
team?
and they held that. They just held
Used
that
to be
site.
NYXL
There was
season
bad,
1
there was
वाली.
some trades that went down to,
उसके बाद मैंने ज़्यादा scene follow नहीं
but
किया.
Bleed are still
But
getting the rounds, and that's the most important part.
LA Gladiators में हमारे players थे. Boston Uprising में हमारे players थे. It's difficult to choose यार. बहुत मुश्किल है.
6-0
SF Shock, when I had gone
Trying
to
find
watch them,
something here
I
using
went
the
and saw
Blade
in
Storm,
person
but it's only been
Shock
raining on
versus,
Onyx side right now. Nothing
what
but
is
blue
it? Shock
skies here for
versus
Bleed.
Titans.
Singaporean squad as now they move on in.
San Francisco
Darian on
versus
top of
Vancouver
Generator, no one there to answer, and Retla is catching Monier.
Old Vlogs reaction, ठीक है चलो वो भी कर देंगे. ये मैच के बाद Old Vlogs reaction भी कर देंगे. सब कर देंगे.
Shiro, NC Slasher, Elmi Moore, and Severine trying to work their way on through, and Odin.
Lenny, nice try. कर अभी कर. Now spam.
And there just is not
कर
an
दे.
easy way on in.
Actually
with the
कर दे.
type of
मर जाएंगे
weaponry
3-4.
that Onic have. Here comes Severine. He gets shot down before he can see anything. Elmi Moore, the next one on the menu. As Prowler does find something. They're blind, and Lenny gets one through the ground. But an answer back by NC Slasher onto Pith. Slasher goes down. It's just Shiro, and he gets taken down by Darian in
This
style.
is
The updraft leads them all the way
Onic
up
को बहुत
to
मुश्किल होने वाला है
7-0.
guys.
Bleed are just not letting Onic breathe at
Onic को
all. They were
बहुत
all
मुश्किल
waiting
है.
on those rafters.
Last
They
time
were
you
just
played
waiting to
Valo
be
was
done.
in the
But
Boomer
even
versus
all they
Inter
chose to
event.
use
Did you
by
enjoy?
Bleed, the fragment, the
Yes.
Keyblade, they're
I
all
hadn't
waiting. They
warmed
even
up or
used the
practiced at
prowlers
all.
to get
I haven't played in a
information.
long
They
time.
will not.
मुझे खेलने का टाइम ही नहीं मिलता. I'll try to stream more and I'll try to play more. Streaming कब आने at least मुझे खेलने का मौका मिलेगा. I will. ये month से शुरू करने वाला हूँ. I'm going to dedicate मैं एक time slot बनाऊंगा where I can play sometime as well. I'll make a dedicated time slot so I can play as well. I'll try streaming at least once or twice a week तो कि एक दो घंटे मैं भी खेलूंगा उसी बहाने. But I will stream. मैं Valo stream करूंगा.
As Onyx still searching for answers, but Bleed, they're the test makers. They've got them all right now. Severine, they might have one. It might be a drink of wine here is the way to go. And then Slasher goes on in. And behind them is Severine. I don't think they know quite yet. There's only one more. It's Pith. Pith is blind in the corner, but now Severine is blind. Pith gets the answer, but on the opposite side, everyone goes down. It's Moniet. And there it is.
First round.
You
There
can
we go.
see enough times eventually on the multi-answer, or the multi-choice question.
We finally
get one
got
of them right, as Onic are on the board.
Carry me. Anna, no. You will have to carry me. My rank is so low right now. I'll be like copper or something. जो सबसे lowest rank है उससे भी low होऊंगा मैं. I'll be like really bad. I should probably make a new account and recalibrate and do the 20 levels and start again from the beginning. मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा भाई.
But once you interrupt their flow,
Play Valorant with Anna and Goldie Bhai. Yes, done. I'll play. I'll coordinate with their schedules. But definitely, it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time.
Darian dying early on, that stopped Bleed from getting into sights against Boom.
Anna carries his creators. Of course, Anna is a pro player. Ganna and Goldie Bhai both are pro players. I need to learn a bit.
Matches of the LCQ, and so Onic hoping to replicate.
Have you ever been in touch with Brand Esports owner? No, I have not. What do you think about the current situation? I don't know enough about it. He put a statement out and clarified and said that it was a wrongful accusation and he was just owner in the company, the shipping company that handled. So I don't know the entire situation.
Maybe I gotta go back towards A.
And now, whenever we're ready, done. Next week onwards, let's play. I'm in for this.
Here we go. Prowler has been spotted. Moniet trying to win the fight. Tailwind backwards and wins the battle of Jets against Darian, but then gets finished off by Lenny. And the rotate is on through by the rest of the team. They're going a little slow. Elmi Moore is slow.
Oh, that lineup would have got him.
Of course, it's
that lineup could have
turning
been
it back
scary.
to a 4v3. Shiro forced back to defender spawn.
They're getting the space.
Oh, he
they
just
use the Cosmic Divide, but Bleed, they have quite a bit of time, and they also have the From the Shadows. They actually don't have the spike though, so Maxi is going to use that. Operator finds a headshot, but NC Slasher lurking at
What?
mid. Finds
Slasher ने mid पे जाके मार दिया तुमको.
And they're going to have to try and kill
Oh yeah,
the last
that's
two
not
members of
that's
Onic
not
to win
good.
this, because there is no time to recover that and plant it.
Another round for
NC
Onic.
Slasher
Nice.
Finds a third.
Yeah,
and
ho
Maxi
gaya
uses the
No,
From the
not enough
Shadows
time
for
to
naught.
recover
There
snipe.
we go. Utility usage coming in huge. As you said, I thought the same thing. Maybe too much time when you dropped the divide, but maybe not. Maxi very low. He's guessing.
East Asia LCQ क्या चीज है? No idea.
Master of the wine cellar, he says.
Current G rosters only Valorant BGMI. Yes, as of right now only Valorant BGMI.
Still a buy here.
बाकी हमारे
for
rosters
Bleed.
are hidden
But it's
rosters
two in a row.
under the
You're getting a
ramps
little
जो
something
announce
going.
नहीं किए गए हैं.
It's 2 in a row.
But official जो active announce किए गए हैं
That's Onic for you.
are Valo BGMI.
Streaky teams, yeah, but let's not get too excited for them yet. But they're going to find those kills. They're going to find it. They're feeling it. And I think that's the biggest thing right now for Onic. They
Ritwik,
needed
what's
that
up?
confidence boost. But Bleed, they're going to have to try and see what else they have in the playbook, because those set plays that they've had the first 7 rounds have been figured out. And
shot!
Moore finds that first
I
kill
felt
off
that.
the
Wo
Again,
headshot.
the opening
Wow.
pick, this is what has made
Nice.
Boom successful against Bleed. Finding the opening pick on Darion, the space maker for Bleed, has already been taken out.
Yeah, and that wasn't happening in the earlier rounds.
Nice.
And so
Karde,
Onic
karde,
now
karde.
in the position of power, this time on defense, now has an idea, saw at least
Nice.
1, now maybe 2, as Retla will get
nice.
an early wall on up. Monyet trying to work his way on through, still healing
shot.
from the decay as Maxi trades out 1. Retla trades it on
Miss,
back,
nice.
Severine gets an answer, and so the hold looking good.
Right.
4v2, as Lenny has Monyet run into
Got-
his bullets.
oh,
Shiro
oh,
trying to
oh,
land
oh.
the shots, and
वो
he's
क्या था?
not able to. And a nice rotate by Lenny.
वो क्या था?
Shiro
हाँ, bunny hop
goes
करके
off
निकल
beat
लिया.
to miss the shots, and now
Wow.
has to rotate himself on around, and maybe we'll get a plant here as well.
Okay.
Movement from Lenny, allowing him to
I
escape and
mean,
get on this B side.
If he gets a
Nice
plant
way to
in,
pull
there's
this.
always that
If he
opportunity
gets
to
a
clutch.
timing on the defender spawn,
Because
he
दोनों
just
अलग
might
जगह
be
से
able
है.
to pull off this round. He's tucking himself into logs though. Very curious choice.
Interesting.
But it's a choice you have to make when you're playing a 1v2 clutch.
I mean, because
Choose
एक यहाँ से आ रहा है, एक
behind
वहाँ से
where
आ
you
रहा है,
could
तो it's going to be
potentially get
difficult.
a 1-2
He'll have to watch for the
1v1s
guy
instead
from
of
the garage.
1v2, and
Yeah.
this is exactly the spot that he chose.
All right, 0 Point doesn't give any information either, and so the hope here is to win that gunfight and turn
Yeah.
around, and it was close.
That was the only way.
He had
Nice.
the opportunity to do it, but Severine
Yeah. That was the only way.
punishes the
3-7.
missed
ठीक है,
couple of
not
shots.
bad.
I like the thought there.
Not bad.
But it's a haunt from Shiro. It's the utility
Yeah.
usage from these initiators. We've seen him and Lenny. These two
CS:GO
initiators
bunny
are one
hops
of
always
the
worth it,
two of the
100%.
best in APAC that I've seen in terms of their utility usage. He gets pinged
Shot.
at logs. He thought he was
Good
going to be
shot.
safe. But the usage of that haunt, there was just, it saw almost the whole site. Wherever Lenny could have hid, he would have gotten pinged. And
I think
just with one
8-4 or
usage,
a
utility,
7-5 is
that
also
round
possible at
became
this rate.
Like a 30-70
Possible
to
hai.
100% win.
7-5.
I like this here. You know, if you're Onic, you're saying, hey, maybe
We
we don't have
देखते
the
ये वाले
economy
round
for
में.
guns in those first couple of rounds, but we have the
Oh,
economy
full
for
commits,
utility,
wow.
and it's been 3 utility rounds
Shot.
in a row. And Elmi Moore with another opening pick on the Darian.
Up though.
And Key, you set up the playbook here. Get that opening pick, slow down the initiator, and you will win rounds. And Elmi Moore still in the corner, still has the rendezvous as well, but doesn't need to do it as it's a date for
Damn,
death here.
that
for Bleed.
round.
Finally, they get Shiro, but Elmi Moore still
Ouch.
into the corner with the operator and lining it up. There's the rendezvous, and Monyet
Shot.
comes on in
So
and wipes
good.
him up. You got
That
blood
was
on
very
your
well
face
caught.
here.
यही
Bleed
exact
is
same
4
चीज
in a row
उन्होंने
for
Team
Onic.
Secret के against की
Said
थी
they were
यार.
streaky
They lost
2-6
continuously and then they
4
figured it
rounds
out
in a row,
and they
it's
started
really
countering.
about finding Darian. Once they found Darian,
4 round continuous
the
जीते
site
अभी.
does not get sliced. He doesn't get to dash in and disrupt the defense of Onic, and I think that's the biggest difference here. It's Elmi
रात को
Moore.
Sentinels का भी
He's
मैच
the one
देखोगे
that's
हाँ
always
sure
hunting
of
for
course
Darian. He
if you all
found him
enjoy
at
this
mid,
मैं तो खुशी खुशी
found him
आप
at B,
मैं तो वैसे भी
around.
देखता ही हूँ सारे मैचेस
Whenever
I don't
they
mind
find
watching
him,
it on stream with you all
Bleed just considerably slows down because there's no
because मैं तो वैसे भी
distraction
सारे मैचेस देखता
their
हूँ
defensive
I
their
try not to miss
fortress.
any of the games
Onic have held
कभी
so
गलती से मिस
strong
भी हो जाती है
whenever
तो
they found
अगले दिन
Darian
देख लेता हूँ.
Interestingly enough, Paz used the round before halftime. Again, you could carry him over
Yeah.
if you want and had 2 pauses for the second half. You already know that, hey, our economy isn't going to be great. We're not going to be able to get a full buy here. Darian still doesn't
Watch
have
party,
ult
Sen
points
versus
for,
Shopify. Done,
for
done.
Bladestorm. And so, interesting. Bleed saying, hey,
कॉपीराइट नहीं लगेगा अरे लगेगा तो मैं देखो डीवीआर बंद किया ये जैसे ही खत्म होगी स्ट्रीम में अनलिस्ट कर दूंगा आई विल रिक्वेस्ट राइट के कॉपीराइट मत एंजॉय करने दो गेम लोगों के साथ हम भी गेम वाले हैं
Exactly. They want that.
नाइस न्यू
I think
लुक
they know
थैंक यू बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा था
on the
दाढ़ी
line.
इसलिए
They
थोड़ा
know
सा
that
कम कर दिया
each
क्लीन शेव नहीं
round
किया
counts here. We saw that in the previous years as well.
We are loving this watch party.
Every
I'm also
round
loving this.
mattered.
मैं तो वैसे भी गेम
Every
देखता ही
round
हूँ,
that
so I would
swung
love to watch
could
it
have
with you all.
easily been a secret series, but likewise, Bleed want to avoid that. They want to make sure that
They have lost all the
every
B
single
pushes, by the
round
way.
they can.
I don't know why बार-बार B push. जितने भी round जीते हैं, A push में जीते
Thank
हैं.
goodness Elmi Moore has woken up and been able to outduel the duelist. Using Chamber. Look at this. Pushed all the way up mid. There's no punish and he gets Retla from distance and gets on
Retla
out
नहीं
just
जाना
in
चाहिए
case
था.
someone was lurking
That's going to be
up
hard
the,
now.
Up catwalk, and here we go. Darian gets onto the site. This is what we
Enter
saw
now.
early on. He knows that on the opposite side is
Oh,
Elmi
wow.
Moore, but you got to go fast. Are they able to get on? Yes,
Oh,
they
सब
are. So control
they've all
the
come on site,
in,
but they all
Elmi
trapped.
Moore and Severine
मर
answer
जाएंगे.
back.
Chance ही नहीं था.
Blink of
ये
an
क्या
eye,
था?
7-5 onto Onic. 5 rounds in a row.
Bleed
See?
tried to
7-5
force that,
bola
but
tha maine.
Onic
Possible
said,
hai.
no, we're not even going to let you get on the side. They just chased after them. That was the fastest chase and
Have you watched
denial
Sentinels vs Guard? Yes, I saw the
I've seen
Sentinels vs
of
Guard match. Epic
execute
tha.
ever.
Key, it was rolling away.
APAC के कितने slot? I think only one slot from the whoever the winner is. I think so. I'm not sure. I think so. या तो दो भी हो सकते हैं, but I'm not sure. मेरे को अभी देखो हमारी टीम नहीं है, इसीलिए मैंने ज़्यादा फॉर्मेट पे ध्यान नहीं दिया. I'm just saying. अगर हमारी टीम खेल रही होती तो I would know exactly कितने slots हैं.
What they haven't figured out in those 5 rounds was to find that first contact. They've lost those opening duels, and because of that, their lineup has just been disrupted.
Commonwealth Games, India is performing very well. Yes, बहुत सारे. I think wrestling में तो 6 के 6 medals आए. 3 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. It's been really good.
Part of me is wondering, hey, all of these opening picks came off the back of an
only winner of LCQ is going challenge. Okay, it's only winning team. Thank you. इसमें बोला chat को पता होता है. Chat knows.
Angles lining up. Yes, part of it is okay.
Half time है क्या?
Now he's mid. Now he's
half time है तो till then we can come back.
Is lurking, but they've mostly been free shots on in.
Oh, but actually अभी शुरू ही हो जाएगा.
Stop using
आई है
when we
वापस.
saw Onic start using their utility.
Yes, it just.
Which coding languages you know? C++ थोड़ा किया था, but C# भी थोड़ा ही किया था. Primarily JavaScript, HTML, CSS तो obviously comes along with it. JavaScript is already most of my work with, and then after that went on to Node.js थोड़ा बहुत किया. React Native just जब निकला था, I started phasing out, but primarily वही. थोड़ा MySQL and MongoDB and वो सब were database languages, but
cuts off any option for them.
South America has 2 slots, yes.
To the game here, and so far the keys of the first half were initially handed on over to Bleed, and Onic G ripped him back, and now 7-5, important pistol round, as we've seen all day today. Each round matters, as Elmi Moore almost gets some free shots. 3 people jumping out into courtyard. What was that?
I'm going to enjoy a little game snack.
3 bullets, no headshots, they're all moving. Darren gets topped up by Redla, but it's enough damage, and I think for the side of Onic, they know what was up. They know that A is open. They know that they could at least go onto the site. Now, Bleed, they're very close. They can still try to hold this or disrupt this.
Oh, Darian almost saw Severine's head. Spike has been planted here. What is coming next for Onic?
Come on, Onic.
They are in that post-plant defense. Darian waiting to peek. Now goes. The Haunt comes out and sees Pith. And Severine gets one with the fragment through the nebula.
Oh, Onic got this.
Sees a couple. Reloads, has all 13.
Onic got this. Onic got this.
Sprays through. One more to go, and Lenny gets taken down. We've been waiting for Monyet.
Wow.
There he is, and an all-important pistol round goes to
Onic. Damn.
He's been the absolute monster that's been on a tear. The past few series that they won, he's been
Leagues are Korean, Japan winner, 6 slots in the league.
That again.
Very possible.
Is showing up though, and what looked like
I think
a
that's
very
very
one-sided map, starting off 7-0.
I think though SEA should have more because
We're
SEA
6-7 right now, and Onic G, they're the ones with the advantage. They're the ones with the guns. Bleed, they're not even going to buy this round.
And for Bleed, you gotta wonder, what was that defensive push out of A?
Yeah,
3
Bleed
people
is now
running out of tree onto catwalk, sees nothing, and tries to go.
ये round के बाद Bleed will have lost 7 rounds in a row.
And they just basically start the round very low as Lenny gets the early push on, and yeah, another
PMW watch party done. PMW के लिए भी कर देंगे.
And now you got to pay the dealer in the form of Onic, as they are going to get the spike down.
Ooh, judges rush planting.
Members close to the site.
You think it's a 50-50 heads or tails, maybe after 2 gambles you get it, but no, unfortunately they're just not finding the luck. And now Onic are the ones in control with Elmi Moore on the lurk yet again. He might be able to cut down Redline. He finds that kill.
Oh,
there go. With a classic. Find Shiro. I think that gun might be dangerous.
2 different lurking battles happening at the same time while those on the site were still
What?
Maxi gets 2. Drops down, you hear the squishy squish. Slasher knows that it's a fake, as it's only him left alive, and Bleed turned this one on its head.
Oh,
we
wow.
To see who was gonna buck
Bleed.
the trend. And
Bleed got this, damn.
6 in a row for Onic. Supposed to be 7 when it's there by, but Bleed stopped that one there and pushes 8-6.
With they didn't buy anything this round. 0 buy के साथ किया.
Bleed just found kills that they weren't supposed to. The classic kill on from Darion first. This is crazy. Lenny with a classic as
Maxi ka
well.
double kill.
It's so accurate from that range. Just tapping. It's the rhythmic tapping,
Damn.
getting a double headshot. Darion picking up the Spectre and Maxi with the share, finding those 2 frags. Such a scrappy round from Bleed, but they made it work.
Why you did
They're able to
MBBS?
upgrade their guns. They're able to buy.
Because
very
18
well,
साल की
and
उम्र
now
पे I didn't know what I
onto the
wanted to
back
do in
foot.
life.
Ugh,
Remember when I did
feeling
MBBS?
you're
It
the
was
one with the gun on
14
the
years
vine,
ago.
You just keep getting like
Yeah,
what feels
wow.
like a slap in
14
the
years
face with
ago.
the classic distance
तभी
headshot
gaming
that
में
messes
इतने
up your
options
aim.
थे
You
नहीं,
want it,
नहीं
you
तो
start
शायद नहीं
panicking and
करता.
mess up your rhythm.
But I'm
You're
glad I
able to
did.
get the round in the form of Bleed.
बहुत
As
सीखने
they
में.
held their water just a
Life
little
lessons.
bit longer. Ooh,
Oh!
More catches Lenny's head. It clips the
Pixel
wall,
peak, bro.
but does enough damage. And so the Headhunter coming up big yet again, as we've seen all tournament long. Darian tried to get a little bit there on Monyet as the Battle of the Jets. We'll have to wait for another day. Redla closing the door to market, but now getting pushed on through, and that Headhunter is doing a ton of work right now. 0 points suppressing the healing, and there goes Redla. He eventually dies. NC Slasher getting one as well. And so
Onic
neither team doesn't want to win on their bye here.
Is it going to be a counter Thrifty for the side of Onic? That
Onic got a
on
Thrifty.
Elmimore has just proven to be so
Well,
lethal.
I won't say too
That's
soon.
Information found by Monyet. NC Slasher with a flag. Gets it.
I won't say too soon.
Finds him. 2v3 right now. The big guns are still on Bleed's side, so if they play this perfectly, they can still take this round back. But the headshot from Shiro finds Maxi. It's all down to Pit. 1v3 with this Vandal. He's up against 3 pistols, but can he do it? He's running out of time. He's forced to take action right now.
Now trying to hold them here, possibly to punish any sort of economy. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Maybe he wants to say
defuse करने का time नहीं है, but
check this far side. Yeah, no way to get the defuse here, and will depart first. Still hanging tight, making sure no one can get through. The spike will explode no matter what. He does get one.
चलेगा.
It does not get the other. Elmimore lives. Does
ठीक है,
not
ठीक है. Economy damage, but
handle though a big round.
he won't get
heading
it.
on
ठीक
over
है,
the
ठीक
side
है.
of Onic.
Spectre मिला.
That didn't feel like it was
Good
worth
enough.
it for Pith to stay there because he still had the Vandal. It was 1v2. He knew he wasn't going for the defuse anyway.
Why isn't
Taking
it
him
best
out
of 5?
was
Next
not
match,
very
best of
high
5
value
होगी the
either,
winner
but
of
he lost
this.
the Vandal
I think
instead,
so.
And I think that Bleed are starting to feel nervous.
Or is this the finals? Wait. Why am I
And that's
confused?
the first time we've had
No, this is best of
swap
3.
wins without a streak.
And both thrifties.
Both
Both
thrifties.
Finals
on
कल होने वाला है
thrifties,
ना?
which
Sunday
is
को I believe.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know who
because
it's against.
they're
Guys, मेरे को
finding
format नहीं
ways
पता
to
है.
win these
मेरे को
rounds
मत पूछो.
that they
मेरे को
shouldn't
गाली
be.
मत दो.
All right, well, here we go. Darian.
मुझे
pushing
genuinely
out.
नहीं पता
This
next क्या
is
है.
something that is different for them. This time he does get the punish. And so for the first time in a long time, we're seeing a
I just saw Onic
5v4
versus
go the
Secret
way of
before this.
Bleed.
Now I'm
And
watching
they're
this.
the ones finding the first pick. They felt like they had nothing to
कल
lose
finals
but
है,
for that
correct.
double
वो पता है.
peak, because they know that they don't have guns on everyone. They need to get that advantage early, and they did so.
Left-hand fragment. I love this one. Because if you throw it right hand and you're standing here between tree trying to get it on a catwalk, there's no way you do it.
कल finals का भी
Because it's
करेंगे watch
left-handed,
party.
it looks like it makes way more
Must
sense, right?
एकदम.
You see that?
All right, all
Right
right.
hand you would bounce off.
I love the
you,
jiggle
you
peek.
feel dumb, you look dumb, but here the left hand you kind of curve it that way.
Breacher's utilities are also on one in each hand. Like the hand cannon and the flash, like all on separate hands.
I love that. I love that. A 0 point doesn't catch anyone as Pith continues
So
to
much discipline.
jiggle right here. Monyet gonna have a quick opportunity to get something and might be able to push through the fragment. But we just continue to wait here.
बहुत का jiggle peek है.
See the
Oh,
bar, it's going down very
nice.
quickly. There's the Nebula. Fragment does come down, but Monyet's able to walk around it and
Walk
get
past.
off the site. And see
एक और, एक और, एक और, एक और,
clears
एक और.
out Darian at heaven. And so A-Site completely in control of Onic.
Wow.
Losing Darian hurts, and they can't even pick up his gun just yet. If they can, okay, they finally recovered it. This is still
They're
pretty
always
doable
playing
for
post-plant.
Bleed because they have
Oh.
the rifles. They need to find
Oh,
Elmi Moore, though.
shot.
He's been lurking,
Yeah.
but who lurks the
He
lurker?
knew-
Max
he knew there was a
tried,
lurker.
But Elmi Moore is just so sharp right now. They have to flush him out first before they can even think about going to the site. But look at Elmi Moore. He's just buying so much time. He does not find a kill, though. Lenny finally takes him out, but the clock is
But they
ticking.
got enough
3v3. The door is still closed. They still use
Are they
the cosmic
attempting?
divide
Oh,
as well.
nice.
Where are Onic going to be? That's the biggest question mark for Bleed right now.
Yeah, and they gotta worry. You know, there's a ton of fights over at Wine early on as the defuse starts. You can hear
Oh,
it.
what?
Nice cover by Pith, but it does not get to half, so they gotta go fast.
Oh!
Right by Severine, who is standing right
Wow,
next to the
they
same
didn't
spot.
realize he
Got
was
the
right
kill
there.
away. No one would have checked
Damn,
the box.
that's actually
Well,
हो सकता
you
था ये.
assume that it's 2 under Hell, and instead it's 1 on the board for Onic. That leads us to 8-8. bang even
सर
as
आप
we
भी
go into
कास्टिंग
round
करते
17.
जाओ अपने
We've seen
हिसाब
so
से
many teams not use that cosmic divide.
हाँ
for
मैं
them,
भी
like, sometimes
I'm
it
just really bad at
creates
it.
a 50-50 instead of an advantage for the team. But I think that cosmic divide was just
Interns,
100% perfection.
secret.
because
अरे इतना spam मत
everyone
करो
on
guys,
Onic
मैं
knew
पढ़ लूँगा,
where
मैं
the
पढ़ रहा हूँ
angles were
chat.
supposed to be,
But अभी
but
game
no
enjoy
one
कर
on
रहा हूँ.
Bleed knew where anyone was behind that curtain.
कोरियर सीक्रेट
Look at
वेपन
this
के बारे में
score
नहीं
right
बता
here
सकते
on both
जब तक ऑफिशियल
sides.
फ्रेंचाइज का
I
रिजल्ट
feel
नहीं
like we
आता.
keep yelling out Elmi Moore's name, and he's fourth in terms of kills. It's been Severine, it's been Moniette, and see Slasher with a couple of holds. Sometimes on rounds that they ended up
Spam
losing
करना है, कर लो,
anyways,
नहीं
but
पता
Elmi Moore
चलेगा.
has been getting some crucial kills
मैं
that
नहीं
matter.
बताऊंगा.
It's not about the number of kills for Elmi Moore, it's the quality of kills.
Ah,
They're
I see.
high impact frags. This is why we keep saying his name, because he keeps finding those first kills, and that's the most important part. That's the one that's disrupting Bleed, and they have to call a timeout now because after a hot 7-0 start, they now have 0 rounds difference between the two teams.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe if you like poker, you like Bleed score with 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, a nice little straight here, but other than that, you want someone to step up. Maxi, again, he's been trying to lurk the lurker in the form of Elmi Moore. That's been fun. Darian and Moniette, that's been fun. Oh man, these matchups are so good, and we're only in the lower bracket finals again. Boom, awaiting the winner for that coveted
Internet
spot
application
to
नहीं खोला अभी.
champions.
Oh!
Representing APAC, and Darian with one tap right there. Picks up
Damn.
the kill, Moniette goes down, so it's an opening kill for the first time for Bleed in a bit,
Nice.
and now the Null Command shutting down the Blade Storm and will buy very precious time.
And this is where the KO shines, really shutting it down, but that's Nightfall going to be committed. Gonna try to go for this retake
Sure.
Bleed, but they need to wait it out. They need to wait for the decay to stop.
Yeah, Bleed needs to rush
It
now.
is
They
a
don't have time.
counter Null Command coming in. Bleed getting another, but time is of the
Oh, oh,
essence.
oh.
One in hell, one still waiting over at Wine. Pith has started the defuse. I don't know if Severine can hear. The defuser got killed.
Oh.
And so now it wasn't at half. Shiro trying to get through the smoke. Time still of the essence. And yes, they will be able
Oh.
to get it. Bleed.
With
It was
2.5
chaotic, but
seconds.
They win it 3-0.
Nice.
with
Wow,
3
that
members
was
alive,
close.
9-8.
The timeout worked out.
That
for
was
them.
close.
It wasn't a great buy. They had to use a
Okay,
Blade Storm.
close.
They had
Nice.
some Bulldogs. It was pretty scuffed from Bleed.
It was
They've actually found a way to retake.
organized
They've
chaos.
actually found a way to stop Onic, and I think that.
Is
for
that
Bleed,
banana chips?
you
No.
don't receive Onic head on. You have to wait for them, and that's exactly
This
what
is
he
what
did
this
there,
is.
finding a first kill. He's
Flaming
considered
hot
one of
lays.
the best players in APAC. He's top 10, I believe top 5 in terms of ACS and even impact score.
Boy, and that was a lot of ult
Yeah.
usage as well. Think about it, right? I think you had Shiro
wow.
up in his.
अरे कापा
Severine dropping
कापा
the
रियल आईडी से आओ.
inside, Darian using Blade Storm, and the competing Null Command from Pith. As we
I
now
also
have
really wish he
ourselves
was playing
first
this.
time an eco round
बहुत
on this
मजा आता.
half. Doesn't feel great here if you're Onic, especially knowing that you got the plant down. Yes, you were down a member, but you felt like you had a good setup, and it was chaotic enough that maybe you would have snuck the round away. Not the case. And so
These are quite
Bleed now
expensive. I don't know the
feeling
price.
comfortable, sitting back, playing default, no
Yeah,
one
price
peeking
sticker
here,
guys.
which has allowed NC Slasher all the way up to Pizza.
But he's not getting much more room because the
Price
rest of
ने
the
लिखा
teammates
है.
are
ये
actually
US का
A.
है.
You don't really go
Price
from
नहीं लिखा
pizza
है.
to A unless you want to
Sorry.
slice through defender spawn, but he's just not doing that. I think Bleed are just sticking together. They're just playing it safe because they know that Onic can win thrifties.
Chips are important. Yes,
Oh,
they
okay.
are.
Moving on over early. Oh, sorry. Maxi moving on over
There we go.
early. Pith getting taken down. Slasher almost gets 2, only gets 1.
Okay,
Maxi
okay.
gets revived. Darian still alive. Hiding a little bit longer.
What?
Oh, the cloud burst. Will he be able to find Darian? He guesses
Oh.
that Darian shift to the other side. And one jet meets another
planting.
jet. Jet brains don't try to dissect them because they understand each other. And now it's Elmi Moore holding the
okay.
corner. Will he be able to get it? No! And Lenny with
What?
the Odin answers. Maxi gets another one. He now knows both of them are in hell. Here comes the Nightfall. Will he be able to do enough damage, Lenny?
What?
Shooting on through, sprays on the ground. Oh, and it's a 2v4 retake. by
No.
Bleed. We've been waiting for one of these rounds,
Bro.
G, and it's Bleed with the decisive
How?
comeback.
They found a way to win that 2v4.
That was
the
crazy.
Kills, the kill onto Elmi Moore was so important. Lenny with that Odin finding
That was
headshot.
crazy.
The utility usage from
Damn.
Lenny as well. We are seeing why he's using that Odin because he can shoot through the walls. He can find information through the walls.
Like
Great
done round
by
लग रहा था.
Onic to try and get that round, but the team play between Lenny and Maxi, amazing.
Oh boy. That's what we've been waiting for, especially for
Bleed.
this Bleed squad.
Sometimes Bleed just pulls out these hero
Super
plays.
Hero play again.
Ha! Castro said the same thing.
Where he gets the 1v4 ace, and that really
I said hero
stamped the
play, he
game
said
for
super
that
hero
one.
play, but
Bleed
हाँ.
in this one, they had
ठीक है,
7
casting में
rounds
career
where
है
they
मेरा
had
भी.
to applaud their execution,
समझ रहा हूँ मैं.
punishing Onyx mistakes, but this time it was Bleed pulling something out of nothing, and those are the moments that you can build upon.
Oh, Darren found
Oh.
something. The smoke
Oh
dissipates,
my
but does
gosh.
not.
Poor
find
shot, shouldn't
the
have
shot.
missed.
I thought it was gonna go for that elbow.
Yeah. You know,
वो लग
sometimes the
जाना
funny
चाहिए
bone
था.
just randomly like pops up and it creates a little bit of space there.
He
And
dodged
LB
that.
Moore, thank goodness he skipped arms over at the gym the other day
Yeah,
because
yeah.
his triceps weren't big enough to get shot
Chambers
off.
pretty.
He's a slender man.
He's slender, yeah, for sure. And Elmi Moore definitely feels like Slenderman with what he did to Bleed on that.
Kramer real ID से
side.
आओ.
Right now, it's
Yeah.
Bleed that's finding their momentum. That's
They see
finding
Kramer.
their stride. They know that they can win the retakes. You know, we can't play defense.
बंदा
we
6
don't play
फुट का है.
retakes. That's like attack on defense.
All right, Lenny almost getting some Odin shots through the wall. Moniette finds a space on in because most members aren't on the site. Redlet gets taken down. 5v4 here for Onic, but Lenny pushes on through.
What?
Pith pushing on through. Gets one, and Lenny on the site gets two with the Odin. Long distance, it's Odin
Wow.
versus Odin. Whose god will be answered? And Shiro says, all right, no more Odin. Let's go back to the Vandal. Unfortunately, his doesn't light up right now. See if it comes back here as Maxi just peeking around. Shiro will be able to pick up the spike. Oh, it catches Lenny on the timing
Bro.
and now takes the site. Maxi and
Timing.
Shiro in the 1v1. Will Maxi be able to win this one? We've seen him be able to do it before.
Nice.
And he does it yet
Maxi,
again.
you
Bleed
beast.
on 11.
It's
Good job.
so close. Every round is so close. It could have gone either
Yeah.
way, but Bleed are just edging out Onic on these fights. They're just edging out Onic.
8-11, come
the
on.
Retakes, the executions, the
And now
small duels.
Onic
And
की
now
economy
Onic,
भी
of
इतनी
course,
खास
used
नहीं
their
है.
last time out.
That
Rightfully
means if
so.
they choose to eco this round,
Again, they played that
the
more
economy
safe.
mess up. Last round में they have to go all out and then they have to play overtime के डर में throughout.
Everything should be good.
If they buy this round and
It
lose,
slides
then
on
last
through.
round उनका comeback का chance possible ही नहीं है.
Maxi's dark cover near
एक
spawn
second.
and oh,
Look at the
let's-
hand.
Yeah, one more
The
time.
hand came out.
The hand came out, and then you see, Chamber right there. Let's see. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Chambers.
Oh my gosh, he was
Wait.
changing gun. I
Yeah,
think.
he was changing guns. Just like the animation just,
my
just
gosh.
really changed there. I didn't even go through the space between his elbow and his body. I'm not sure, but man, that's hitbox. That's really some good hitbox.
Last time you treated a
Oh,
patient.
boy. Never
मैं
mind.
वैसे
I disagree.
like
Chamber
actual
no
actual
longer
medicine
skips
practice
Monday,
करके
it's more
बहुत
like
साल
he
हो
always
गए.
does.
I wouldn't recommend. ऐसे
Everyone,
normal दवाई
pay
किसी
your
को
tax.
recommend
Captain
करना
Flowers
is
says,
fine, but
do the tax before
Do you know
get
Kramer's
into the
casting? Yes,
gym.
of course,
So that's
मेरी
like
बात होती
knocking
रहती है
out
उससे.
500 sit-ups before you do anything else. That's what Chamber does. So then you can look like that.
go
Holy
Kramer.
moly, that is quite the hitbox and quite the timing. Again, almost the timing for Shiro there.
Yeah.
As
वैसे
it was
Kramer
Retla just
India
peeking
भी
the
आने
wrong
वाला
way at the
था.
wrong time. Or Lenny peeking the wrong way at the wrong time.
He
Shiro
treated me last week.
finding Lenny there.
Rahul bhai.
It was possible for him, but again, Maxi being able to find the kill, oh, it's
So-
going to be a fast play. Elmi Moore again with the
Bro,
head on,
Elmi
finding
Moore
Darion
just is
yet again,
clutch,
but
the new
Maxi
clutch
can
god.
be there for the trade. Lenny with the Odin finds one. Elmi
Oh,
Moore
oh, oh, भाई, oh, भाई.
another kill, but Lenny is
Okay,
very
निकल ले,
strong
निकल ले.
with
हो गया,
the
हो गया, हो
Odin
गया.
as Pith
बस,
finds
बस,
the
बस.
headshot onto Moniette, and what just happened in this round? They just pushed forward, and it's a massacre
Yeah,
on B lobby.
Bleed got this.
And I think if you're Bleed and Onic, you now know if Onic call a
Damn.
timeout, be ready for a change of pace. They've done this almost
That's
every
crazy.
time here.
5
As
HP.
Severine has a little bit of a view of the Odin. I don't think Lenny knows.
Uh-oh.
And again, Lenny is one shot away from dying
What?
and
Yeah.
does get it, but it was costly, down to 49 HP as Pith and Retla
ठीक है ना, at
will
least
be
they know.
for the retake. Retla still has to rotate all the way on over from A. Oh, Pith decides to try and take it early here.
Oh, he's going aggro play.
Flash trying to go for these kills, but with the Spectre, can't really find anything at range. He's going to want to take this on his own terms. He's going to want to take this close. He still has another flash and a fragment. Use the flash.
Oh!
Is able to find one. The fragment as well. He gets it. Severine gets the 1v3 clutch.
Oh, with the Spectre as well, against the Vandal, against the Odin, and against the odds. Onic does it again. They take the pause, they rush you, and even though it blows up in his face, it creates enough chaos.
Okay.
I don't know how you could draw this up better as a defense for
Yikes.
Bleed.
That was...
But sometimes you just need those hero plays.
It's the hero plays that are keeping them in the game.
Yikes, that was...
They thought they were going to match point. They thought they had it in the bag. They
Even
knew he was slow. They wanted
there should have been
They
bleeds.
wanted to go for that 2v1. But the flash into the fragment left them with no options because it was so perfectly read and played by Severine.
Yeah, this time,
thank you, Rahul,
Onic
for managing the
decided to
chat.
sit on back, and they expect something aggressive out of Bleed, but they expected it from A. Instead, you got a couple of peeks at B.
Yeah.
They didn't see anything, so now the numbers are on A. You have one peeking short by Tree, one up close to A main, and then the rest sitting on site as Elmi Moore taking up a little bit of space. Prowler not going to find anything from the side of Bleed. But here we go. It did give a bit of a tip off to Elmi Moore. Maxi peeking as well. That's like the third time he's done it and no one's been there yet. And now the execute having to come soon. 50 seconds left on the clock.
Okay.
Not a lot of time to rotate, so if you're going to do it, you do it now.
Very intense.
Now, and they do it.
They
It's
don't
going
have time,
to
they
be
don't
a
have time.
5v1 if they're all going to be, because it's just down to one man. It's just Lenny that's going to hold this B lobby.
That's
Right
not
now,
gonna
there's four
work.
members of Bleed on A. They're not going to find anyone. So this is yet another gamble that they just might
Uh-oh.
lose.
A huge
All going to be, all going to be, all going to be.
gamble. It's easy for Maxi. There goes one. There goes two. Guarding.
Nice.
Rotated now.
Maro, 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 maro. Oh, bro.
But Maxi, he finds
Maxi, 4 kill.
He's just shooting them. It's just all headshots.
Maxi,
He
you
finds
got
Elmi
this.
Moore as
Maxi,
well.
yes.
That could be
Let's
an
go.
ace.
Oh, Ratla.
Kill.
Damn, that could have been Maxi's
Winning the
ace.
thrifty round.
Oh my
अब
goodness.
गोलू को पास वाईटी पासवर्ड याद है कि नहीं याद है
You might
मैं
also
बात
just give
करता
him
हूँ
a
उससे
big hug to close that round on out again. The chaos that Onic has been creating has been so fun to watch, but this time their gamble does not pay off, and Maxi
kill
was there
Maxi.
ready to go. Picks up 4 at 5 HP. I think it's important that he held on to the gun. Sure.
Nice.
Great job, Red Love, for picking that one up, but you took away the ace. That would have been another emphatic play here for Bleed as they're up 12-9 on match point, and it is an expensive one here for
Let's go.
Onic. They have to try and scrap together
Let's
whatever
go.
they
This
can.
can be it. This
Nice
can be
hold
it.
coming
Come on,
in
Bleed.
As Elmi Moore takes the site. You have a couple ideas, yeah.
Actually, overtime तक जाएगा तो Onic जीत सकता है.
Waiting for the rest of the team. Elmi Moore picks up 1.
Oh.
Trades out 2.
What?
So the value's there, but it leads
And
us
now it's down to a
2v2
2v2.
with map point on the line.
They have the guns on
Wow.
the side of Bleed. They have the positions as well. If they can fight Severine, he gets
Oh.
flashed, but no! Maxi looks away. He checked the corner, but he actually looked away. It's gonna be down to Pith. 1v2 for him. He knows where one of them is. He knows the other one is on site. He's isolated this 1v2. He's gonna have to find the first kill first though.
What?
And he's not finding it. They're dancing around. The haunt gets used.
Oh.
He gets shut down by Severine.
Okay.
Oh my
It's getting very
gosh.
intense.
Maxi taking the quote, wait till you see the white of their eyes.
It's
Well, you
getting
know what? There's no
very
eyes on
intense.
KOs. We waited a little bit. Are those white? Oh, I'm dead. That's basically what happened by Maxi. I was there. That's what I'm assuming the conversation's like. Let's see it one more time. The rush catching Darian out. And that one, oh my
10-13
god.
GG. No, I don't think
He
it's over
stared
yet.
him down. I think those small mistakes could cost you. Bleed, we've seen them struggle in closing rounds, especially when they get on match point, and it looks like it's getting pretty dicey, 12-10.
To be fair, they struggle with getting to match point, but then you have to applaud the fact that they're getting to match point so many different times. They've had the lead. They've been the better team. But now it's that clutch factor as we head on into round 23.
You think MBBS students have
Weird
time to go pro in
vibe. Everyone
esports?
has a
Not
gun.
while you're doing
Set
MBBS,
plenty.
bro. I would not
We'll have
recommend
money
it.
for next round.
I would recommend पहले एक चीज पे ध्यान दो, उसके बाद
Get the
esports पे.
win.
MBBS खत्म कर लो पहले.
The tour de force. Up
Shot.
mid, it does. Tap Lenny. Feels bad.
Or at
as
least positions
did not
called.
get the kill, and Darian goes unseen up mid.
Unseen, he's up close. Most of Bleed are getting the right call. They know it's going to be an A play, so they've already positioned. I think this might be a pretty good round for them if they can find opening picks.
Okay.
Perfect fragment there, and great job
Oh.
observers catching that one. But
And it
fragments
started.
don't help when
Yikes.
bullets land and Bleed just one
Flawless
bullet solo
GG.
with
Wow.
Maxi, Redline, Pith.
Wow, they just steamrolled at the end.
Round 13.
Nice.
What are you talking about? We have trouble closing it on out. They do it in half a second as
Damn, that was crazy. Oh my. Nice. That was actually really, really good. Damn. Good job, Bleed. Good job. Very good job. Yes, Siri, hi. Say hi to the stream, Siri. Everyone, say hi to Mr. Sirius. You can be our mascot, huh? He is G's official mascot. एक सेकंड में कंटिन्यू कर लेता, so at least I know when the game is coming back and कितना break है, लंबा है. When is Bleed Summer Cup? I don't know. It's supposed to be sometime soon. I think एक दो हफ्ते में ही है. It's soon, mid-August. We will most likely be playing it. We are playing it. New overlay, yes. थोड़े changes किए हैं. I'm still experimenting. ये ऊपर की बार पे अभी और बहुत चीज़ें आना बाकी है. ये आज day 1 है. More important than the new overlay, I'm really enjoying my new starting screen. It's like very chill, very like vibe. I'm good. Like imagine just some lo-fi music playing. Like this. So that's the goal, going for the very chill, very calm, very like aramdayak vibe. Lo-fi girl, yes, very lo-fi girl inspired. What should we do to go pro in Valorant? What should we have before starting our career? Focus primarily on game mechanics. Focus on getting really good at the game. Like with purpose. Don't just spend more hours. Bar queue up karne se, pitne se, you don't get better. Focus on getting better at the game. Focus on getting better at your aim. Focus on ensuring that your mechanics are right. Then start understanding strategy and everything else. What is your monthly income? My monthly income is negative lots and lots of lakhs. मैं कमाता नहीं हूँ, मैं खर्च करता हूँ. Shubham, thank you so much for being a die-hard GE fan. We really appreciate you being here as a fan. मेरे को गेम में नहीं आना है, मुझे esports टीम मैनेजमेंट में आना है, वो गाइड करिए. Start by doing. Like literally, you have Google at your disposal, you have YouTube. Start by watching videos how esports companies work. Go to tier 2, tier 3 orgs that need assistance. Help them get set up. Low risk, low reward. आप experiment करो, गलतियाँ करोगे, सीखोगे. That's how you will grow. Like that's the best way to grow. Yes, thank you, Siri. Can you please tell me what is it that we're lacking to beat international teams? Mindset. Pure mindset. 200% mindset. Like no two ways about it, mindset. Siri, please don't be so loud. वैसे गेम का 1 मिनट ही और बाकी है, उसके बाद the break will be back. So let's quickly go. I mean about GE roster. Yeah, mindset. 100. I'm also talking about GE roster only. Mindset. 100% mindset. गेम उनका अच्छा है, एम उनका अच्छा है. मैकेनिकल स्किल्स थोड़े बेटर हो सकते हैं, बट माइंडसेट अगर बेटर हो जाए तो दे विल बी एबल टू बीट अ लॉट मोर टीम्स फॉर श्योर. Do you think it's worth it for a 15-year-old to have passion about gaming? I had passion about gaming since I was 3 years old. तो 15 years पे तो 100% होना ही चाहिए. Don't like, I didn't think of it as a career till after I got done with MBBS. Siri, sound effects देने के लिए thank you. So I didn't look at it as a career till after I got done with MBBS. So I would recommend अपनी पढ़ाई पे भी ध्यान दो. Don't ignore your studies because of whatever your passion is towards gaming. Because right now आप इतना नहीं समझते about the career opportunities. Everyone just chases fame and money. सबको लगता है कि वीडियो गेम खेलेंगे, पैसे मिलेंगे, बहुत कमाएंगे, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है. Only the top 1% of people actually make it and actually turn this into a viable career and make the amount of money that you all see. It's only the top 1%. बाकी सब struggle करते रहते हैं. Yes. Okay. I am going to pursue my masters in the UK. After that, I'm going to apply as. After your masters, you're going to apply as an intern. I would recommend apply now. as soon as applications open up. I would recommend apply now. How about 39 years young man who manages 20 plus? When will mods earn in YT? Which is why people actually enjoy being Twitch mods, because Twitch may people actually pay mods. Oh wow, there's a spammer. Technical Gamer, thank you for joining us. Ghost Rider, if you don't mind, what is your dad's profession? My dad was a doctor. My dad passed away at the end of 2016 in December. He was a surgeon before that. Application कब होगा internship के लिए? Internship के लिए application खुलेगा probably by the end of this month. We will start an internship program by the end of this month. हम announce करेंगे, हमारे social media follow करो, don't worry. मैंने बोला था August में ही होगा. 100% August में ही होगा. When will you open the registration for GE interns? At the end of August. At the end of August. When will NFT minting start again? Very soon. We will start with NFTs also very soon. Who is the person whose name is displayed on top? He is the most recent subscriber. Raj Gadia is the most recent subscriber. इंटर्नशिप में होता क्या है वैसे वो पता चलेगा, हम सारी डिटेल्स बता देंगे. जिन लोगों को नहीं पता है, फॉलो अस ऑन इंस्टाग्राम. हमारे इंस्टाग्राम पे इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम का है काफ़ी डिटेल्स. मैच अभी शुरू ही होने वाली है. नेक्स्ट मैच. आर यू अ डॉक्टर इन विच स्पेशलाइजेशन? MBBS. मैंने मेरा MBBS किया है. आई हैव डन माई अंडर ग्रेजुएट इन MBBS. Why refund form of NFT? So there were some people that wanted to get out of the project, इसलिए हमने एक refund form दिया है. It is only for the few people that want to get out. There are just a handful of people. बाकी सब के लिए continue हो रहा है. Everything is going to continue as is. How are you managing cash flow if negative income? There might be some source of income, right? There is a lot of sources of income. The negative cash flow is because of another reason. ये business है, हम समझाएंगे. Oh, new subscriber, Boss Girls Creations. Thank you so much. अगर अच्छा लगा तो यहाँ. Thank you. थोड़े थोड़े nice touches added. New subscriber RD. ये देखा है ऊपर नाम भी change हो जाता है. So ये सब features है. ऐसे तो नाम ही नहीं आएगा. अरे नहीं नाम भी आएगा. Don't worry. There are going to. I'm going to keep adding lots of things. ये तो अभी टेस्ट आउट कर रहा हूँ. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. Is your husky P trained? If yes, how did you train him? Yes, he is very well trained. Not just P trained. He is very well trained in all aspects. He is very obedient. He listens to everything I say. We trained him. Me, Mohit, Rahul. We all trained him in the very early days of global esports. हम सब ने उसे सिखाया. But he is trained completely by us. न्यू सब्सक्राइबर राहुल. ओ वाओ, थैंक यू राहुल. फिर से सब्सक्राइब कर लिया तूने नए अकाउंट से. आर यू रनिंग दिस जी ऑग टू सेव टैक्स? काश. अभी क्या बताऊं मैं, क्या बताऊं. छोड़ो, रहने दो. बिजनेस में नेगेटिव कैश फ्लो तो काइंड ऑफ नॉर्मल है. पॉजिटिव के लिए तो टाइम लगता है. तब तक के लिए जाने दो. वैसे यस, esports इज अ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट बिजनेस गाइस. काफ़ी लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता है. दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. उसके बारे में भी हम बात करेंगे. वी विल टॉक अबाउट हाउ वी रन ग्लोबल esports एज अ बिजनेस एंड व्हाट ऑल वी डू. आई थिंक इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट दैट पीपल अंडरस्टैंड एंड नो दीज थिंग्स एज वेल. दिस इज अ important part of the entire ecosystem. In other businesses, there are traditional ways so people understand and they can relate to it. Esports में थोड़ा अलग होता है. The primary way how most esports orgs earn are by some other vertical. For orgs like 100 Thieves, it may be as simple as say the merchandise division, or they have just acquired an entire company called High Rise. I believe it's High Rise. I think it's High Rise, which does peripherals. So they're going to do like mouse, keyboards, mouse pads, various other peripherals. But then with Cloud9, they do peripherals as well. They do branded gear, they do merchandise. With Team Liquid, it's Liquipedia. With Face Clan, it's brand deals because of their following. So हर एक org का अलग होता है. With Global Esports, it's GE Studios, where we leverage our content and broadcasting solutions. So काफी है आप लोगों को पता नहीं होगा, but most of the production that has happened at the back end and a lot of the content that you've seen at the back end for many brands in esports and a lot of tournament organizers in esports have been done by Global Esports. Whether it is the SCS film that you all saw with Rossi, Deathmaker, Antidote, or it's the Playground show that happened, जो जहाँ Mortal, Scout, Triggered Insan, Carrie Minati mentors से, which happened on Amazon Mini TV as well as on YouTube, जिसमें Game Master JD was the game master JD था वहाँ. So that backend was done by Global Esports. PUBG New States के जो ads हुए थे, we were the backend for it. तो काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें पे backend पे Global Esports हम हमारे skills बेच के या provide करके income कमाते हैं, which then in turn we use to pay for our boot camp, pay for our player salary, pay for the equipment, pay for उनके Singapore trips, everything else, and that's really how it works. इसके बारे में डिटेल में भी और बहुत बता सकता हूँ, but Tech and Fitness Gaming, thank you so much for the 100 super chat. Can you discuss how Riot plans to disclose how Riot plans to extend existing challengers and game changers after the system? No, I cannot disclose. I am under NDA. Sorry. Fact tag.
Lineup.
Can't disclose.
On the Killjoy, Redla on the Sage.
Game message.
Yeah. Getting value, using the lockdown to clear out one of the sites to at least get the plant down.
Perfect timing.
Again, haven't
Game
seen
is back.
a ton of Killjoy. More of the composition that we've seen from Onic here for most squads as we kick things
ये
off.
ऐसे आता है ना. हाँ, ये वैसे जो इधर दिखा रहे नीचे वो सुपर चैट कर रहा है. अभी छुपा देता हूँ, but just दिखा रहा हूँ, normally आपको दिखेगा.
In the grand finals tomorrow for our victor.
And जब आप लोग सुपर चैट करोगे ऐसे स्ट्रीम पे आएगा, so you get to see, everyone gets to see your super
Look
chat.
at this. 4 members up mid, and Pith has a pretty good idea as Severine has been chunked down and healed back on up
Come on.
by NC Slasher. But on to the site we go. There's the lineup by Maxi, and now they
Oh. Hello? Hello, YouTube?
They love the A side, they love the
Thank you.
executes on that. The shock
You
dart
can.
is gonna hit. They love the A side, they love the
अब
executes
ठीक
on
है.
that. The shock dart is gonna hit Redla. Pretty low, he's gonna top himself up, but Severine gets a headshot. Darion is there for the trade with a headhunter.
मौज चाहिए चैनल के लिए? नहीं, चैनल के लिए मौज नहीं चाहिए. I like people talk here, थोड़ा natural बात है. Spam करो, no problem. मैं देख लूँगा, मैं mod कर लूँगा.
So Onic, they're split up. They're not really pushing together, but they take Darion down.
मेरे पास यहाँ है ना chat, मेरे
But
छोटे
they
से
don't have
cute
the
से
coverage
iPad
spike.
पे.
Monyet
आप
gets
लोग
taken
सबका
down.
chat आ रहा है.
But the snake bite and the nano swarms are stopping Onic.
Franchise slot update नहीं दे
Oh, as
सकता.
Maxi finds a kill onto LME Moore.
क्योंकि अभी तक कुछ डिटेल्स नहीं है. VCT के बाद ही पता चलेगा. Not APAC LCQ. VCT September.
Yeah, it was
20th
a little
September को
nervy
पता
there as
चलेगा.
Maxi was on site. A lot of the time, you'll see the snake bite come from outside like spawn here, and you
Yeah, it's
line it up
normally
there.
built around there.
Yeah, but not the case here as Maxi just doing it with a gun. That one works out, and Pith, that's the power of having the Killjoy there with the Nano Swarm slowing things down and making it difficult. A nice
वो
drop
shot
down
बहुत अच्छा था.
attempt by Onic,
Lead,
but
come on, let's go.
the play does not pay off.
I'm
and
really
Bleed, as
hoping
they
Bleed
did
wins.
in the last several rounds, got themselves the pistol.
And they're buying up rifles again. We've seen that happen in the previous map. Same thing here. Buying 3 rifles to make it super dangerous on that third
कि
round.
rotations क्या अच्छे होते
They
हैं.
just want to play this cleanly. They want to escape with as many rifles as they can after winning this round.
Yeah, pretty interesting. A lot of the time you'll see a chamber
Okay,
just stick
one
with the
spotted.
headhunter. That's good enough, but Darion's like,
Viper spotted.
nah, I'll buy up the Vandal too. I trust myself, I trust my gun.
Yeah.
As they move
Second
on
round
forward.
Vandal is very risky.
As Pitt trying to, or excuse me, Maxi trying to gain some information on how the B setup was. He's
Sahil Verma,
a
new
Severine there
subscriber.
who takes one shot, and then we'll walk back, and the A execute seems to be the play here with 52 seconds. Monyet next to it and loses the battle. Retla wins,
Yeah.
gets the headshot, heals on up, and now the
Shot.
push is
Now
on.
the
Elmi
rush is
Moore
in.
forced to back on off. Shiro goes down as well. Elmi Moore left with 26 HP, and Bleed take control of A.
Yeah, that Vandal really
Side
helped.
of Onic. Bleed just
Vandal.
want to avoid anyone dying.
Second round के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा
Darion
commitment
finds
है.
a kill, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to be
But
a
worth it, like,
clean,
flawless.
round for Bleed,
For a
and
flawless
this is
round,
what you want
super
to set
worth
up
it.
for your bonus.
Definitely, and this is where we've seen teams struggle because sometimes
GE as a solo log has applied on partnership as a solo log. GE has applied as a solo log. They're judging all logs as solo logs.
Flawlessly again in these earlier matches that we've had of the tournament.
Esports is burning cash. How will they survive? They're figuring it out. Abhi tak nahi figure out kiya. 100 thieves raised 1,000 crores to figure it out.
We are
So
the favorite.
understand.
We will play like the favorite. When we have the lead, we will continue to hold the lead.
Yeah, you can see the confidence coming in from them. Lenny is buying up a Vandal as well, so they really want to win this bonus round. They're not treating it like a bonus. It's just another round for them. And I think that's a difference in philosophy from
मैं थोड़ी दूसरी lens try कर रहा हूँ.
third round. Look at the buys in them. That's 4 rifles on it. It's not all
oh,
Vandals for sure.
Wow.
But Shiro finds 3. They line up.
Damn.
That's gonna be 3 quick kills for him as Bleed
That's
are
crazy.
just
What a shot.
very disadvantaged now.
Oh man, I gotta wonder, like, Darian heard the smoke and then started running. And then everyone started running. You had to follow the leader there, you had to follow the call, but Darian gave a lot of footsteps away for Shiro to line up, and he gets all 3.
Yeah,
Onic
Onic
a small area that I
just
hear
has to wait
at
it
least
out.
2 pairs of footsteps. And he picks it up, and now the round solidly in Onic's favor, and oh, what a great arrow landing on Delaney. Does get taken out.
Oh, there are no 2 other.
And now Elmi Moore knows there's multiple here, gets the head, and now it's just Lenny left alive. That was the one that got spotted.
They have enough,
and around the corner, it's a double peek, and he has no shot against Bonnier. Hero play by Shiro.
Bleed wanted more from that bonus round. Like I mentioned, they don't really treat it like a bonus. They wanted to win. But
ठीक है चलो. Now this round.
just the timing of them
This round is going to determine a lot.
Shiro at the right time.
Because जो भी ये round जीतेगा gets momentum and money for the next. Because अगर Bleed फिर से हारी, they'll have to eco. They'll have to thrifty next.
Let the bodies hit the floor because they're
Yikes, yeah,
all
that.
just dead.
वो spam बहुत कर रहा.
Oh, my goodness. This is
Onic got it clean.
No runaways here.
That
Again,
triple kill was very, very
7
clean.
in a row for Bleed in the last map. And then, what, 6 in a row for Onic. Here's just 2 in a row. Now we'll see what Onic is able to build. But as you said, a quote-unquote bonus round for Bleed as they were able to hold on to the rifles with a flawless victory in round number 2. So we've got ourselves a second gun round now. Moniette almost gets
Almost. He could have got the second also, almost.
Back. Slasher forced to back on off.
हो ही जाता है. एक गोली इधर उधर और लग जाती ना. Second वाला भी मिल जाता Bonnier को.
Here as they eye yellow. Clear yellow in just a second. Yeah, they'll clear yellow and realize, okay, this is ours. A lot of respect being given by Onic. But right now, Severine's still holding mid.
Oh, look at that. Shiro is sending out the shock darts. That's some lineups going on. The recon. Find some. Okay, it's a shock dart for the plant, but Bleed know that that was going to happen. So once they put up the wall, they actually back out. Now they still have the choice whether to go
Nice,
A,
they're
but
still
the train is
waiting.
ticking. I think they just
बहुत
want
slow
to
खेल
stick
रहे.
B.
Probably can make the rotate with about 30 seconds left, but no, they're forcing on, and Elmi Moore has an answer. Resurrection available, but they decide not to use it just yet, and Lenny has to win the gunfight. The wall has now broken down. 4v2 as Shiro is the last one left alive, and Darian with a couple of answers there. We've been waiting for that one to happen. This map, 3-1 to Bleed.
Darian is the one to watch out for because he's been so sharp on that chamber. We saw that the last 2 kills were pretty much one taps. They didn't even have a chance to shoot back at Darian, and I think we're gonna see more.
I think
of that
जीत सकते हैं Bleed.
He is just a beast. Okay, it wasn't exactly one tap. He finds the headshot, but when you're seeing from the other angle, oh, pretty clean headshot from Darian. He's really finding the angle.
Oh, Vandals के एक time
for the team.
Vandal की आदत लग जाए. I'm a Phantom guy. What do you all play? Phantom or Vandal? Let me know chat में. Because I know you're either a Phantom or a Vandal guy. जैसे like CS में हो तो AK या M4A1 like.
Demon sounding sage.
I'm a Phantom guy. I all Phantom or Vandal people. बोलो.
Severine has to use the rendezvous to back on up.
यहाँ मेरे को Phantom जमती है.
On this
Vandal मेरा shot लगता ही नहीं है.
Go here. Severine is gonna need to have a huge impact.
Phantom.
Not able to
Vandal.
find
Oh wow, more Vandals. Yeah, I'm more of a Phantom guy.
off, and
मेरे को only Phantom दे दो now.
into
My aim becomes as
supposed to win. This is what is
close to how they are playing
more
now.
successful than any
But only Phantom.
impact
Only
team.
Phantom. Skin matters.
Winning the rounds they're supposed to win. They lose the gun rounds, but they'll win the rounds where it's gun versus eco.
Yeah, they've been very clean and disciplined. I think that's the biggest difference. Why they don't really lose thrifties that often.
They're all vandals.
Like the previous map, but Darion
Yeah,
finds
eco
the
hai.
first kill. Elmi more.
I mean,
with
every
the
kill over
headshot.
here
Shiro
is a
finds one
bonus
on his
in
own
eco.
as well, and a tour de force.
What?
From Severine is gonna find 2 kills all down to Lenny right now.
Yeah.
He said they were supposed to be
2v1 on an eco. Eco कैसे हारते हैं? I don't know.
Good old caster curse. It's everyone's
Caster
favorite. Lenny
curse,
takes
yeah.
a couple shots, so they know where he's at now.
30 seconds left.
Fakes the spike plant. Will start the full one now. Shiro still holding the corner, and down it goes. Oh,
Oh,
now
they
they
know.
know where Shiro is. Lenny shoots a shock dart, gets a decent amount of damage from it. Lenny
Uh-oh.
down to
Looking the wrong
32,
way.
looking
Uh-oh.
the wrong way. Timing.
What?
Have his back to the corner.
Oh!
Severine answers the call. It's 3 for Severine.
Nice.
And forget what your casters say.
Shopping
I don't
time.
know anything. The eco win. The thrifty win.
Eco,
Comes
eco,
on
eco.
over to Onic.
He
Nice.
finds another triple.
Red
He's beat the
Glitchkov
hero
Phantom.
so far. Now we
No,
see why
Oni.
he's
For me, the
on
Oni, the
chamber.
sound of the
Elmi
Oni
was
just does
hey,
it. Like
you
ting,
got
ting,
this
ting,
today.
ting, ting when you
I'm
start
gonna be
getting
in the chamber.
consecutive kills.
Show us what you've got.
Yeah.
Remaining.
Oni
Oh,
sound.
man. Ah, the gun barrel. Okay, I was like, how did he?
Clean
Fully
eco,
know the
clean
gun barrel
eco,
was
nice.
there. He was ready to shoot out the wall as soon as it moved. Nice.
Oh, this round is important.
But again,
Because again,
I love
the loser
here.
of this
Not a
round
game of
struggles with
streaks here
economy
on
again.
Icebox. It's too cold to let someone get all the wins, collect all the money, keep all the warmth here. So it's a nice little battle back by Onic, as now Bleed have a no, they're full bot up. They're full bot up because
Yeah, both teams are
their
full
tour
bot
de
up.
force is underway.
Yeah, Darion's the one
This
that's
round
really
matters
pushing
because
his
this
lines
round will
and
change the
also
economy.
is going to spot Severine, who
On
has
either
an
side.
operator. Been really
Because
good
everyone's
with tour de
bot
force
fully.
the previous round.
Everyone's
Now
gone all
he's
in on this round.
That sniper
ये round का
rifle
बहुत फर्क
yet
पड़ने वाला है.
again. He's trying to hold yellow. Bleed are still playing this very
Spectrum
slow.
Phantom.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they
yeah.
spotted the operator.
Spectrum
They
का भी
know
अच्छा है sound.
that is going to be Severine holding that, but how are they going to deal with him?
That is the big question as we play slow from
Oh,
Bleed.
wow.
As we've seen
Nice.
many of the times. It's Onic that's willing to pull the trigger. It's Onic the one that's willing to
Shiro's also rotating.
But here it's Bleed.
They're just holding. They just
Sticking to their
wait.
strategy.
Nice.
Again, the discipline, as you said, by this squad. They're the ones with class. They're the ones
Discipline,
with
man.
the strats. They will play slower, see if they can punish Onic, who like to make the map small. Love saying that because you'll see someone get aggressive, push up mid, push up one of the
Like
sites,
to make
and
the
then
map small,
not
yeah.
have to
Nice.
worry about clearing all these other angles or worried about rotates. But right now, Onic have been pretty disciplined throughout this whole first half.
Much
They
better.
don't really over-rotate as well.
बहुत ज़्यादा
Right
better.
now, they almost
Not much
rotated the
better.
Sage, but Darion finds the first kill onto Severine. That
Nice.
kill
They were
is
waiting for that
huge
only.
because that
Opening kill
operator
is
is
okay.
down,
Nice,
and he can
nice.
reposition as Darion finds yet
Nice.
another with a tour de force.
They're just ready
If
for
you
opening.
can do it,
He'll get.
I can do it too,
Nice.
Darion says.
All right, and so Darian really taking
I think
control
they'll
of
just
this one
save.
for Onic, and
They can't
I
afford
think
to.
Onic just immediate call.
Yeah,
We're
save.
gonna save.
Instant save. Yeah, yeah.
It's it's
Oh,
it's
eco man.
simple.
Round के पहले ही call कर दिया था. It
There's
just doesn't
no
make sense
question
because
about it.
rather than
I like
ecoing,
the decisive nature of it.
save 3.
I think
At least you'll have a better
the-
round. Otherwise, you'll have an eco round next if you try and
Person
fail.
in me, the fan in me
Makes
that
sense.
wants to see fireworks, are like, come on, try to fight for it. But Onic have a long game to play here.
सब में
They've
सबसे
had a
अच्छा तो
long
गोल्डी भाई
day
खेलते हैं.
today.
Yes, गोल्डी भाई
They're
OP.
gonna beat Bleed.
Goldie
It's
by
gonna be
100%
a
OP.
long journey. So they're like,
Exit
okay,
frags, exit frags.
we'll save.
We saw this on the first map though. Onic
नहीं.
were forced to save
Oh, सब उधर
through
बैठे हैं.
multiple rounds.
Chance
and
नहीं
it
ले रहा
just
कोई.
looks like
Wow.
they're always just
Yeah.
respecting Bleed too much. And I think that on the defensive side, what they're not doing is making aggressive rotations.
Right.
That's what they did on Ascent. They pushed the
Darian,
mid, they
that
got
shot.
information. They're not doing it this time around on Icebox. Bleed playing so...
Who do you
very
think will win,
slowly, so
guys? ये वाली map?
calculated.
Onic
On
या
the
Bleed?
side,
मेरे को लगता है
Onic
Bleed
are not
2-0
ready
ले
to see
जाएगी.
that. They're not
आपको
getting
क्या लगता है?
information
Onic का
all
chance है
around
comeback का?
mid. They don't really have they don't really have the recon information. They're just
Onic तो time out भी
they're
ले
just
रहा है.
waiting. And Bleed, they're taking advantage of that.
What do you think? I'm working
we
as an
go,
editor, but
the
sometimes I
classic
feel
Onic
like doing
timeout.
job is not for me. I have to do job until I prove myself. Or should I start? Like,
How much do you want to
managing
wager
time is
that
most
Onic
important.
rushes on this one?
Doing job is not for you, but करना क्या है? You
You're
need to
right.
find that
I
out. You
can-
need
I
to know
can see
what
that.
you want to do.
Right? I mean,
बहुत ज़्यादा important है. Bleed. Onic कुछ भी कर सकता है. My favorite agent Sage, bro. I am a grim fan. I am a battle sage. मैं दीवार बना के चढ़ के मार के हील करके निकल लेता हूँ राउंड. मैं battle sage. Big fan of G and Rossi. Thank you so much. Thank you. It is very tiring for Onic. Yeah, bro. They have played. This is their 5th map they're playing continuous now. They're exhausted. Halat down hai bechara
about it, in fact. But looks like it's going to be a 3-1-1, so they're setting it up differently this time around, putting full trust in Severin to hold his B site. But he's been overrun these past few rounds.
I mean, Severin
again.
has nothing.
4 members here on B is Severin.
He's literally
has a nice
empty.
Spot. Can't push too far to the left and gets one shot and splits the difference between faces. Maxi's face was the one closest to getting
Damage to aa jana chahiye tha.
But it goes awry. Now Severin forced to back on off.
Franchise info kab aayega? We will know at the end of VCT, September, 20th September.
By Shiro. And it deals no damage, unfortunately. As the toxic screen comes up and creates some
info mili but damage
for
kuch
the
nahi kar
rest
paya
of
Severin.
Bleed to work with as they take control of yellow. And there it is, the classic wall going up as well, and Retla will get the plan.
एक ज़माने पे Iceberg G का घर होता था.
Anti-plan. Darion finds the first kill onto LME Moore, and Severin only has a headhunter to his name.
Darion. Woo! Trying to find Severin. The elbows are almost touching, just rubbing elbows, and there it is. No answer, and Darion shot from there before, and now gets shot up by Monyet through the cloudburst. Nice play, and see Slasher at half. And there's the crossfire from distance, the Hunter's Fury coming in.
Darion got spotted by the Recon Bolt before the cloudburst came out, so he got detected. That's how he dies. But he's been having such a good game right now. He's 12-4 on that chamber. Whenever they push out, whenever he holds the angle, he's just leaving no room for Onic to come onto the site. They just all die. The only time that he died was that one time he had no choice. He had no chance to shoot out that smoke or get away from that smoke. But Bleed, they're finding ways to get on that B site unchecked. Right now, though, it seems like they're trying something else.
Oh, early Hunter's Fury being shot out by Shiro. Finds one, and it's Retla that goes down. So a bit of a change here. NC Slasher. Lanny pushed right on through and gets up 2. So Onic, the rush comes from after the pause round or after the timeout, but they get a couple and then get punished a bit there, so the numbers advantage goes awry.
Sorry.
The Hunter's Fury tagged Darion a bit as well, though, but Bleed have chosen to go B again. Can they find Severin? They do take him low. He rendezvous out, but he's so low already, and they're not at any advantage on the side of Onic. They're 1 man down. The Killjoy ultimate is out as well. LME Moore tries to make it competitive, but the Viper Spit is out. LME Moore trying to creep up. Just dodges the lockdown, tries to stop the spike plant, but it goes down anyway. Has to go into this Viper Spit to find anyone.
Did a decent amount of damage there to Lenny.
I think Bleeds.
Lenny's able to get himself on out.
Oh!
Shiro answers
right.
Lenny does go down.
At least
the
they have
damage
spot.
did play a part of it. LME Moore was able to dink on in. Turret gets taken on out, so has to hop out to heal up from the decay. Maxi and Pith. This is the Swedish duo. Now just 1v1.
LME Moore almost got that
Oh
headshot,
no,
but he just
no,
can't
no,
find
no,
Maxi, who's
no!
being sneaky. He goes back into his spit.
Oh! But not enough time.
Fires him. Has enough time for the defuse, right?
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has enough time. Ho jayega.
Big round here for Onic.
Damn. 2 seconds se bach gaya.
Most clutch rounds here for this squad. Doing it yet again and gets the operator away from Darion.
How does he find that kill through the smoke? It looked like it was Maxi's pit, but LME Moore
No sound. Sound to aana chahiye.
Oh man. It's about time that we had one of those rounds here for Onic, who, again, they've given a lot of space up. This is how I think they want to play this retake style. But look at the score. We finally have a one standout hero.
Can I be esports broadcaster? Yes, you can be esports broadcaster.
Darion.
It's actually not very difficult to get started.
Such a stellar player, and the way they play.
Valo match between you and Vati. Vati maar dega mere ko bhai. Vati is way better than me. Even in Overwatch, Vati was the only one whose SR rating was higher than me. I was the 3rd highest rating in India. Overwatch में. बच्चा ही एक था जो मेरे आगे खेल सकता था. एक और player भी था Watcher, but he doesn't play anymore.
Severin is close though.
Murugan Idli का owner.
Couple of shots. Oh, and the
Oh,
just in
shot.
time. And Darion catches catches Slasher sleeping, you snooze, you lose. And Darian continuing to dominate this lobby.
Bro.
Pith gets taken down by Severine, but Severine gets traded on.
क्या हो रहा है?
Elmi Moore gets one. He's over by Yellow and takes down Darian. So
chaotic the match is.
backs here, and they have a 3-2 advantage.
NA LCQ watch party needed. Done. NA LCQ watch party भी कर देंगे.
And it's Retla all alone.
अभी तो बहुत सारे वॉच पार्टीज करेंगे. लगने दो जो कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक लगते हैं. सारे वॉच पार्टीज कर देंगे. तुम लोग के साथ अभी बैठ के जो करना है करेंगे. Onic. Damn. Hey, he didn't get the op. Almost. Op नहीं मिली.
But it just didn't work out for them. Bleed though, their economy is great. They can still buy this round.
Sure.
Making a few mistakes as Onic have shuffled their defenses. They're starting to figure out this attack from Bleed.
लोगों पे करना नहीं आएगी स्ट्राइक. डन वहाँ भी कर देंगे.
They're gonna have to open up this bag and find
टेंस को जी में ले लो.
they want to execute next.
हाँ टेंस को भी बस आ ही रहा है. कल परसों में आ जाएगा. डोंट वरी. ऑफर लेटर दे दिया. साइन करना बाकी है. वो भी हो जाएगा.
But now at 4-5, Onic are trying to answer.
Hi Nipun Srivasav, what's up?
To get a shock bolt coming in.
Who is tens? He's one above nines.
And Elmi Moore is just going to be so annoying.
Shot fail.
With the Viper's Pit taking up so much of the space here on A and Bleed. They
I
can't
think
commit
Bleed का हो
anywhere.
गया.
They haven't committed
चलो.
anywhere. But the map has gotten smaller.
Consider it done.
As it's Severine has pushed up B.
हमारी G पेपर एक्स जैसी कब खेलेगी? 2023 में you will get to see a G that is very similar to paper X. Gameplay style wise and result wise. 2023.
Oh, that's a good detection.
Sir, ignoring chat. No. What chat? मैं बीच में पढ़ रहा हूँ. मेरा ऐसा continuous नहीं है.
Are going to come in. Moniette finds a double kill. They line up for him. They make it a 2v2. And
Rossi 10 से कम है क्या? अरे एक Rossi versus 10 मैच करवा देंगे.
Moniette dashes away to save.
Can I be esports broadcaster? हाँ ये बोला ना. You can be an esports broadcaster. The entry barrier is very low right now. You should get in fact. I would say छोटे tournaments host करना शुरू करो. Community cups, scrims. Goldie by 11s, Goldie by 12s. और दो गुना ज़्यादा. Oh what?
Moniette starts it, Cloudburst up.
ए half कर लेता.
Panic by Lenny, does it again. Another Cloudburst.
Hey.
Dodges away from the recon bolt. Oh, does give away that he's there. And here it is, the start, but through the wall, 45 HP. Panic. And Moniette, he's gonna use the zipper yet again! Oh,
What?
He dies yet. The right clicks, and now we're playing a game of 10.
Bro.
Moniette gets the kill, but Lenny gets the round. And
ये winnable था.
leads to an OT.
Pros don't fake.
And now
Stick कर लेता तो
42
जीत
to
जाता.
6.
The movement
Stick
from
कर
Lenny
लेता तो
allowing him
जीत
to get
जाता.
away. Moniette could just not catch up to him.
Very bad,
He
very
could not
bad.
find a kill.
Moniette stick कर लेता तो हो
We saw
जाता.
Dubstep do the same thing on that same spot, but Lenny was ready for that. He just had the timing.
No, मैं तो खुश हूँ bleed जीता.
Paid off for Lenny and he
मेरा क्या
just
है?
got away. Moniette, 5 HP left. He had it half, but he just could not get Lenny off his back.
And again, none of that would have been possible without Moniette getting the lineup. So he gets the 3K. But take the 3K, we'll take the round if you bleed. They will do no worse.
बैंगलोर की टिकट्स आ गई TEC की. हमारी नहीं,
As
बाकी
Lenny
सब प्लेयर्स की. मैं नहीं जा रहा.
starts things up
मेरे
towards
नहीं आई
B,
टिकट.
and it is a budget buy here for Onic. Grab whatever you can and see what you can do, and he can do a lot.
Bro, Indian team है क्या? कोई नहीं. LCQ में Indian team नहीं है. But अगर हमें franchise slot मिला तो international league में हो सकती है.
Not many guns. There it is, Severine answers, but there goes the tour de force. Elmi Moore says, I don't need anything else other than the sheriff. And it is another one! A thrifty going the side of Onic. Why
I was hoping Srini, don't worry, बाकी सब आ रहे हैं. The rest of the GE crew is going to be there.
The power to Shorty. The thing is,
Is GE playing at TEC? No, we are not playing at
was
TEC.
one shot, one kill. Normally you need two, but he found a way to really get up close.
But
and personal
the rest
power
of GE will be there to at least
really
meet everyone.
put it to them, really
Daily vlogs कब से?
and because of that, they just fell apart, and then the sheriffs just sealed the deal.
I don't know.
Headshots,
Daily
finding
vlogs
two
के लिए I
headshots,
don't know if I'm ready
and
yet.
the kill from the
Maybe
tour de
weekly
force.
vlogs कर सकते हैं.
Bleed just
Maybe.
got taken apart. We thought,
Maybe.
well, we said they were pretty disciplined against 50 rounds, but
Uh-oh.
Onic found ways to make it work.
Look at Severine. He wants to get on in.
Yeah. निकल ले भाई,
Barely
निकल
misses
ले.
the operator shot. That would have been a very expensive investment, but here comes the Hunter's Fury. Finds one, Monye
Oh.
bunny hopping, and he will hop to death as Lenny gets the answer back. Now Severine with the flick on.
Yikes.
And misses it. Darian answers
Dude,
back with the
so
flick to the
good.
lip. There goes Severine, and the battle of
7-5
chambers
लग
goes
रहा
to
है.
the side.
Yeah,
of
7-5
Lenny
लग रहा है.
catches one off guard as Elmi Moore tries to get a lurk and does not. Severine does get revived. That is the operator back online.
I mean,
but everyone is so close up right now. This is going to be such a hard retake.
यार अगर कुर्सी
As the lineup's already set up as well by Lenny. Darian says once is good, I'll do it twice. He does get taken
हाँ, ले
down
आएंगे
by
सबको.
NC Slasher. Wall will come up to try and protect against any of the lineups. There's one down to 5 HP, still stays alive. Naxi on the flank. He's the big flanker. Slasher does not
Stick
know
it,
what's
stick
coming.
it, stick it, stick it. Yes. देखा, stick करने से ये होता है. Good job, Onic. Previous round भी जीत जाते अगर stick कर लेते. ठीक है, 6-6. Nice.
They thought they had the lineup. They thought that Lenny was
I
able
think
to
Bleed
stop
got this,
the
though.
diffuser. He got one shock dart in the second.
God
of
Nixon
this
कैसा
map.
इंसान लगता है. अच्छा बंदा है bro. काफी टाइम मिल चुका है. अच्छा बंदा है. प्यारा है.
Because he got away from that, he
He's
was
really
able to
sweet.
stop Maxi
Good kid.
from lurking. And
We got
Onic
along very
have
well while
found
he
a
was
way
here in
to
Mumbai.
tie this game.
उसके बाद then he got
My
caught up and then I
goodness.
also got
You
busy
can
with stuff.
again see the
Hopefully we'll get a
preparation by
chance
both
कुछ
these
करेंगे
squads'
future में साथ में.
utility.
अच्छा बंदा है.
We saw Onic have the long-range lineups for the plant spots at B.
Are you
Start
married?
all the
Yes,
retake.
8 years since I've been
It
married.
was Onic prepared for the
8
Bleeds
years.
lineups on A, and it saves a round.
There was a wall as well. I think it kind of disrupted.
Soul
the
PMW
trajectory of Dark. I think
slot
that
confirm
it
your
should
views.
have
I don't know क्या चल रहा है
been a double
PMW
shock
का.
dart, but it just didn't really work out.
अगर खेल रहे तो I would be
Slowly
really
found a
happy.
way to get
It'll be
back
really
into
good
this
if they
game. Really
play.
didn't let Bleed get that big of a lead. It was 6-4.
टेंस की जरूरत है क्या है अपने घर की खेती इसके रॉसी है ना. Exactly अपना रॉसी है ना.
It looked like they were pretty much going 7-5.
RP anytime. I don't know. I don't know. हाफ टाइम ब्रेक ले रहे हैं. हाफ टाइम ब्रेक ले रहे हैं. हाफ टाइम ब्रेक ले रहे हैं. ठीक है, जब तक हाफ टाइम ब्रेक ले रहे हैं हम ये कर लेते हैं. वापस ही आ जाएंगे वैसे 2 ही मिनट में आ जाएंगे वापस. मोस्ट रीसेंट सब्सक्राइबर दीपक कुमार. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. हाफ टाइम ब्रेक खत्म भी हो गया. मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ हाफ टाइम ब्रेक ये लोग लेते रहते हैं बट बहुत जल्दी खत्म भी कर
Saves,
देते हैं.
2v1 saves by everyone on the side of Bleed.
When is next match for
And
G?
Elmi Moore
शायद
with
Bleed Community
big,
Cup
big
ही
moments,
next match होगा
but
G
NC
का.
Slasher coming alive. And think about it. 2 shorty kills.
Excited for artwork.exe. Yes,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay
मैं
on that one. He was
I can
sitting
do a
out
private
there.
screening.
Yep.
All right, looking down at one.
Okay, maybe later.
He gets
Watch party
five
उसका भी
there.
कर लेंगे.
He
Done.
wasn't doing great. But he found a way to get back into the game and get those crucial round wins to tie it out. And
Do
I
you
think
watch
that's the most
T-Bone?
important
I've
part,
seen a few of
that
his
you
streams.
show
I don't
up
actively
when
watch
you
his
need to,
streams.
And that he did.
I don't actively
Bleed
watch
this
a
time
lot
around,
of
they're going to be the ones
creators and
defending.
streamers. मेरे को
And I
honestly
think that
टाइम ही नहीं
lineup is
मिलता है.
actually
बीच
very,
बीच से
very
clips
good.
and highlights
They
देख लेता हूँ
have
जो
set
उनकी लाइफ में
two
चल रहा है उसका
Fifth and Red Lock.
info रख लेता हूँ but I don't actively watch इतना.
Pistol rounds again. Not an end all be all, but such a good way to take the momentum in a series.
Bleed.
And mostly it's been Bleed. I think they've had them 2-1. Onic got one of them in our previous map.
Do you watch SK Rossi? Yes, Rossi की stream तो देखता है. हमारे players का देखना पड़ता है. वो तो मेरा काम ही है.
String some
I need to know
rounds
what's
together
happening,
from
no?
that previous round, 2 in a row, and 2 big
Let's work.
momentum ones as well against Bleed, who, as the favorites,
Bleed,
are
come on.
really working on demons of finishing off the
ओ,
squad.
यहाँ से वहाँ से बस उन लोगों को भगा रहे हैं.
Weren't able to do it last
Literally just
stage
भगा
two,
रहे हैं.
missing out on Masters. Got to do it here against Onic.
They finally decided they're going
Really
B.
is a
Okay,
game of
B
momentum.
it is.
Neither team can find it on this map. The biggest streak.
Or they're gonna
that
just
team
bomb
has
rush
had
in.
was, I think,
Yeah,
2 in
they
a
just
row.
flipped. पलट के डायरेक्ट A rush.
For both teams, I
ठीक
think
है,
they're
चलो.
just looking to try and
Bleed पे दिखा के
make
A
a
rush.
big lead,
B पे
but
दिखा
it's
के A
okay.
rush.
Onic looking to execute
Nice.
on this A side.
Bleed को दिखा के A
It's
rush.
just toxin screens all over the place as Moniette with the clouds.
Slot is a big start.
Create space and Lenny is on site and not seen and now in a bit of trouble. Gets one.
Oh, shot,
Down to
Lenny.
44, just trying to
अरे,
buy time for the rest
चढ़
of the
गया.
game, but then C Slasher takes away that time. Pith on site. Darian with
Oh.
the jumping Maxi is able to
Shiro
jumping
and Emma both
Slasher
low
able to
health.
pick up the kill. And now it is Pith and Darian very low. Shiro low as
Darian
well,
low,
but Elmi
Pith
Moore
half.
is here. And they push
Oh.
together.
ये तो स्प्रे भी करेगा गिर जाएगा. हो गया. Onic. Onic.
This is the first time we're seeing Onic.
When is Sentinel no bracket match? Bro, मैं इसके बाद time check करके बता देता हूँ. But you can Google and find out, I'm sure. Liquipedia पे होगा next time. रात को ही है.
The first map that was Onic's map pick. And this time around, Onic are not going out without a fight. They want to stay in this game. They want to stay in this tournament.
Is the slot confirmed for Seoul and 7Cs? I don't know yet. I don't know क्या चल रहा है PMW का. 4:30 AM today. Yes, 4:30 AM. 1:30 AM.
I go back to NC Slasher on that one. Picks up
1:30 Sentinels versus Shopify Rebellion.
Challenge against Darian, jumping out of.
I think Sentinels जीत जाएगा. But कुछ कह नहीं सकते.
Right click in. Didn't get it, but still fun to watch the confidence revive a player like the way NC Slasher was. Again, was 1-8. And now finds himself, I think, 8-10 or 8-11, something like that. 7 kills in 3 rounds.
He's really finding a lot of these kills now, securing the rounds for Onic, securing this lead for Onic as Darion.
Okay, Siri के walk का time आ गया है, उसको भेजना जरूरी है.
Out though on the side of Severine.
Battle of Chambers always fun. Rendezvous dropped. Darion's in a little trouble because Munyet, he heard that, and he's got a bigger gun than what Darion does. They're all going to peek. He's not there. Oh. Monyet. Oh, no! And the gun is up there at Nest, a Nest side. He's not going to be able to pick it up, so that's no Bulldog.
Oh, a Bulldog. Yeah, that's a big gun that they really could have used now. 2 of them are actually very greedy. Severine only with a headhunter, Elmimore with a Sheriff. This might be dangerous for Onic.
Oh, they're able to get it. Okay, so Severine does eventually pick it on up. And now catching the flanker, it is Maxi, the normal flanker. Now Retla will have access to a Bulldog if he's able to pick it on up.
जब तक वो आता है मैंने सोचा मैं वापस आ जाऊंगा.
Lenny taking his time, waiting for it on the opposite side.
Come
and
on.
Slasher and surprise!
Oh.
There's Shiro to help out his teammate. Elmimore gets taken down, so this
Yeah,
retake
this is going to be hard.
Okay here for Bleed, not quite done yet as Shiro and NC Slasher still alive. The defuse does get to half. Oh, and it's double headshots, and it's a cleanup by NC Slasher. Another multi-kill for the Sage player.
I think they thought they had that. They thought they could stick it. They thought they could defend it. But they lost all their players, and it is NC Slasher again that's stepping up. These past few rounds were all off of kills from NC Slasher. Darion finding a great first kill there, making it very expensive for Onic, and NC Slasher is the one to bring it back yet again.
Now it's Shiro towing the line here for Onic. We missed this from him last map. We were waiting to see Shiro take over a lobby. Instead, it was Elmimore that last game. NC Slasher having big moments, Munyet having big moments, and Shiro was doing his
Bleed
job.
जीत जाओ, खत्म कर दो game. Please एक और मत लो.
With the Sheriff taking down Lenny, but then
1:30 को C9 guard, then 4:30 को Sen and Shopify Rebellion. Okay.
On Onic, finally getting slowed. Who else will step on up? Severine says, "I'll take my shot."
Finds the kill, 2v3. Elmimore is trying to connect to his teammate, but they don't have the spike right now. He has to go out. It's dangerous. But they just might find him. Darion is already turning the corner. Can he find Elmimore before Elmimore checks? He does. Gets the kill. Severine still has the Vandal. Gets spotted by the turret. They know where he is. They know where the spike is as well. So Bleed are trying to play this together. They use the wall to wall off that angle. There's a little bit of a hole there. And Severine just might get sandwiched.
This doesn't feel good. Okay, checks one corner. Now has to check the other. Timing. Oh. Well, now he has a lot of corners. The wall goes away, and any protection that he has goes away as well. Darion gets a quick shot through the wall, so
Bleed has to win this.
But it's 2 to the left, 1 to the right.
Oh, shot, nice. ये वाला तो 100% complete
themselves to not be able to get taken out
They
by
had
one spray
nicely
or make it as
captured it.
hard as possible for him to get that spray transfer. And Bleed, they get the win. 3 of them alive.
Valorant casters reach out to Rahul.
This is their buy round this time. Let's see if they can build up.
He's the one who's going to give you opportunity अगर है तो.
See that one more time.
Rahul Induja on Instagram.
The hero plays going the way of Onic the last several rounds. But then Bleed finally getting a response by their hot guns. As we take a look at the scoreboard one more time, Darion and Shiro leading the way. You're getting more of a support performance by NC Slasher. On the
Come
opposite
on.
side, it's Retlat. I think 10 and 10 or
Bleed
somewhere
lead
around
ले लो,
on,
bleed lead ले लो.
KDA. But someone else needs to step up here for Bleed. Specifically on this map. Again, they've been pretty good, and when they're in the driver's seat, they haven't given it away too much. But the last couple of rounds, it's been Onic in the driver's seat, especially because we had the pistol
Stream में
round.
भी
and
raid
they've
other
been able
YT channels.
to
हाँ
bring
वो
some
भी
rounds
करेंगे.
together.
I am going to be doing a lot of different types of content. I'm going to be experimenting and exploring. ये तो अभी watch party तो शुरुआत है और बहुत आने वाला है. Don't worry.
Playing a default. Bleed has not really been pushing out though, so that's the thing. They're not going to find anything here for the side of Onic. Bleed are playing super disciplined, and it's going to be Maxi that's the one that's staying on this B side alone. He's trying to anchor it, and I think Onic want to go for this B execute.
Ooh, look how many people are stacked on over to A. This is going to catch one lone little Maxi by himself. Execution. Go right now. Look at Maxi. Buys time, takes away the easy, plants the wall, will not protect the second snake bite. And so it does buy a bit of time. He does get tagged. Moniette going hunting. And NC Slasher finds one. Maxi on 12 HP finds an answer, but you still don't like the fact he's on 12 HP. Moniette takes down Lenny.
Gary को बोलो जल्दी merge करवाए.
Maxi gets 2 on 12
Yes,
HP,
Gary
so
को बोलता हूँ
not a
जल्दी
bad
जल्दी
hold
से
by
merge
him,
करवा
but
दे.
the team is slow to rotate around.
Very slow. They haven't gotten there just yet. They need to reset the fight on the side of Onic, and they've done so. They've changed their post-plant positions. They might
Okay,
even be
bleed
looking
winnable, bleed
at
winnable.
lineups, and I think for the side of Bleed, they're gonna have to find these kills fast. But that snake bite is just
Not enough time.
discouraging them from
Yeah.
pushing forward.
LB Moore with the
Okay,
line.
back off, back off, back off,
Moniette
back off,
gets
back off.
one
Safe
there.
कर.
He'll run away. It's a save for Darian.
Save कर ले और कुछ कर
Looking
नहीं
for
सकते.
any lurkers.
Valorant
but
मोबाइल का
decides
क्या
to
सीन?
hold on
Valorant
to
मोबाइल
it.
आएगा
And the
bro.
exec-
Hopefully यही साल end होने के पहले आ जाएगा. Don't
and
worry.
more importantly, the gamble of going to B worked out here for Onic. And
That day, why did the stream end abruptly both on YT and Loco? I think net चले गया था. Yeah, network just died. I don't know how and why. Network just died. I was going to come back, but फिर काम में busy हो गया. Like it just, मैं like 99% of the reason why I'm hoping कि bleed ये जल्दी जीत जाए ताकि मैं निकल के guild house जा सकूँ and काम continue करूँ. So
Because Darian
it's like
has been tearing
मेरे
it
को
up.
ऐसा बहुत
You mentioned it. Someone else.
for every minute that I'm not working,
needs to
I
help
get very
him out,
impatient. I
because
get
Onic,
ऐसा antsy. I
they're
get
also
ऐसा I have ants in my
running for
pants.
one,
तो कुछ से
running
कुछ
for
काम
sure.
करना रहता है.
In fact, if
Because
you
मेरी pending
frag-
list is always like 500 tasks on my list,
actually have more
and
frags.
there's 10,000 people that I need to
and
call back and
coming
message
to
and
that
reply to.
point,
So
Moniette with a
every
three
minute
on
that I
last
spend
minute,
creating
it
content
happens
or
so
streaming,
smoothly,
मुझे
I
बहुत
didn't see
सोच
it.
समझ के
Let's go
करना
keeping
पड़ता
an
है.
eye on Maxi on 12 HP, getting value of that 12 HP. But Moniette, there's again, just like we were saying about Bleed when they were in the lead on Ascent, when a team executes when they're in front, we got to shout that one out. So Moniette with the 3K, getting himself into a positive KD ratio.
मैच के बाद हम logs review नहीं
Believe well
करेंगे.
here for Onic.
कर सकते हैं
The way here for Bleed.
अगर मैच जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगी तो.
Where this
अगर
one's-
bleed जीत जाएगी तो कर
This
सकते हैं.
one's going the distance on this round, and if we get blessed with more Valorant, another
Any plans on New State
third
Mobile?
map
Yes.
that we've seen
New State
more
Mobiles के
and
बहुत सारे
more
plans हैं.
recently. I'm down for it because we're trying to send the best team possible as the third seed from APAC
Come
to
on.
champions to Istanbul. We'll keep an eye on that one here
Istanbul.
as both these squads try to deem themselves worthy. An
Damn.
early Viper's pit trying to deter the
Onic
team
अगर ये
from
मैच जीत
popping
गए
into
तो last
A.
मैच जाएगा,
It's a
लंबा हो
gamble
जाएगा.
for Bleed, and for now it works.
It works. It's
15
very
years,
disciplined
started
from
work as
Onic.
content creators.
Onic
Worked
still
Sunday,
playing a little
helped
bit
in
of a default,
future
trying to see if
streaming.
anyone pushes
Yes,
forward. I think
definitely.
if anyone has pushed.
Like just the
has
best way
been
to get
very
started is start. You started, that's
safe
great.
on that
15
spot,
years, great
playing
age to
that
start.
corner.
जितना जल्दी
If you
शुरू
find
करो
a
उतना
kill
better
here,
है.
it's going to be
शुरू करो, सीखो.
high
Get
value
better.
and high impact because on the side of Bleed, Lenny is stuck with a Marshall. His economy wasn't that great. The rest of the team are with Vandals,
Come on, come on.
but it's really
come on,
up
come
to the
on.
opening frags, and I think that Darion finding the first kill would be
नहीं,
great.
एक second और रुक जाता भाई.
Has the rendezvous away
Heal
when
भी हो
he
गया.
gets topped up.
ठीक है, पूरा नहीं हुआ but हो
Still
गया.
has a few off the blades off ready. Could still reset it if he finds a kill.
Hold on.
Just ready to go. He's ready to gamble this one. He does not know what's on the
no.
opposite side of this.
No, wait.
Now he has
Wait.
control of yellow, and awkwardly here, Onic are
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of stuck in B long, and now
Oh,
Lenny
he's
has very
called it.
Good information, reliable information. Up top is Moniette had the opportunity to go for
Oh.
the slam dunk. misses it, and Darren gets away.
Nice.
Slows him
That
down.
wall actually
Wall
helped
gets
him.
Popped on up.
ठीक है.
Time is of the essence. Darian still buying more time.
Oh, but on the other side, no one could do anything.
Creating space.
Yeah.
Severine and Elmi Moore
Bleed.
continue to just wipe up the floor. It's
hurt.
Pith in a 1v4. Gets 2. Peeks around the corner. Still alive.
What?
You can hear the footsteps. And now NC Slasher has a
Oh.
lineup. It doesn't see Pith. Oh,
पीछे से
my
निकल
God,
गया.
Pith is so lucky with the timing.
Wow.
And now have the opportunity to take on Severine. 1v1 with the
Oh,
backstab.
oh.
Does not
He
clear
doesn't
the
know.
rest of Yellow though. And then get shot in the back.
He was so lucky for all that time and then just lost out.
He's
Damn.
watching.
No one's watching
anything. Like,
Yeah.
He actually slipped through NC Slasher. He
Damn.
went around yellow, but he didn't complete the turn, and because of that,
Istanbul
he got
में
found
champions
out.
are shocking to they
Darren
randomly select. No, they have a very particular
hopefully
process
was
of
able
how
to
they select.
rendezvous out of the way, but Severine he was dancing around yellow, and Pith was just unlucky because he
G
wanted to
Dota
check the
lineup
corner
कब 2019
twice
bro
about it,
2018
and then suddenly
2019
got
में
taken
Dota
out
था.
and bleed. Oh my, they're on an eco now.
That could have been so huge for them. Instead, does not work out, and now it is a quick A push here by Onic. They take a lot of control on this side, and now they've crossed the halfway point. Past the ulti orb, getting aggressive, looking to pull out the shorty, switches back on over to the big boy gun, but Darien has an answer.
Yeah,
in
the bomb
form
drop.
of the tour de force.
Sorry, spike
They
drop.
continue on Monyet.
Correct करना पड़ता है.
Wall just a bit. And there it is, the tour de force is down.
Slot
Shiro
approved.
getting
Congratulations.
ready.
Thanks bro. Thanks.
Around the pin.
Thanks.
Take it down.
Thanks.
That's a fan.
Rohit Games ka
Diffuse
slot is
out.
approved.
It's in the hands of Maxi. Elmi Moore has the answer
Thanks,
for that.
bro.
Redland not peeking the same time, and it's another one for
Bro,
Elmi Moore. We're asking
why
who's
is Bleed
going
throwing?
Elmi Moore says it is I.
क्या है
And
ये?
now we're on 11.
Onic, but Onic is playing really
Seen
well.
Onic look this good this series thus far, but they're starting to
Onic
clean it
is
up.
really
They're
really
starting to
playing.
make sure
वही ना Onic एक time
they
सीख
don't
जाता है ना,
bleed the
they know
free
exactly
kills.
what to
I
do.
think getting all these frags, they're not rushing either. They found a
Yikes.
way to stop
They're damn good.
trying too hard, trying to panic, plant the spike, or not clear corners. They've just cleared everything and bleed. They're trying to look for those free kills. They're trying to find an opening, but Onic have been playing so tight.
Right, that we've talked about Onic being a team that overheats, a team that takes a step too far. You know, when you ask for the steak done medium, I don't want it well done. I want it medium. That was a very good example of that as Darien wins the Battle of Chambers. And now it's Bleed for the first time in a while. I feel like I've said this a couple times. Bleed for the first time in a while with a man advantage, but it's because Onic have carried the momentum since the pistol round towards Bleed.
Yeah, Darren finding an opening pick. But there's a res coming in. Let's not forget. There's Sages
Yes,
on
I'm
both sides.
passionate
So
and good on that
Darren
FPS
has to do it
lost.
again.
You should only follow your passion and what you're good at. If you enjoy FPS games, play FPS games. It doesn't matter MOBA games or RPG games or Battle Royale games are doing better. FPS पे focus करो because FPS आपको
Thinking
पसंद
about it. Oh no, rendezvous away.
है. And FPS games में Valorant is killing it, so you should know.
Sounds lots of success there. And there it is, Severine comes back from
आप
the
कोई
death
scrims क्यों
and
नहीं
pulls out the
करते
tour de
जिसमें
force.
पेपर है
Says, I don't need yellow to get
teams
themselves
के
the
लाके
victory. And now Lenny
scrims करते हैं international teams के साथ, but ping diff is a problem.
Sage, oh! And the nano swarm almost takes him down.
I think bleed का हो गया ये मैप तो हार
now.
गई. थर्ड मैप तो जाना ही पड़ेगा. हेवन पे जाना पड़ेगा. तो फिर फटाफट ये मैप खत्म करो.
2v4 retake
Yikes.
situation. We've had a couple of really big ones go the way of
Yikes.
Onic 2v4, especially against Team Secret.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch the third map,
Last round
guys.
on Breeze, but now it's Bleed that needs
I
to
don't
do
know
it.
if
And
I'm going to
instead,
be able to watch the third
they're
map.
going to play
I
for
might
the
have to
tie.
run to
They
work.
back on off and we'll do the quick maths. Yeah. We'll be able to buy a little bit. if
Also
we
घर
hold
पे
on
आज
to
रात
studs
को
and play for 5
एक
rounds.
प्यारा सा डिनर है. काफी लोगों को
That's
इनवाइट
tough.
किया है.
Bleed are
So I
on
need
the
to go
back
prep for
foot
that as
since
well.
the 6-6 half. They've only won
Yeah.
one round in this
I think I may have to
They
call
just
it a night after
cannot
this.
find a way to stop Onic. Onic have done such a good job of playing on the
Onic
attacking
mostly
side,
जीत जाएगी मैप
on the
and then मुझे
icebox,
भागना पड़ेगा.
Really finding the openings, really finding those frags. A lot of them free. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
Darren can get a free kill, but Onic find a way to get a double, a triple.
Singapore
all
से
for
कर
free, and
सकते हैं,
because
but
of
any
that,
other
they're
team,
now
see,
at
the
match
second you
point.
start going
They
to
now
the
have
Korean
5
side
rounds
and going
Bleed.
further away from Singapore,
And I
ping
think
keeps
that's
getting
the big
higher.
difference,
And a
right?
lot of these
Coming
teams
into
ping
it
on the
like,
Hong Kong
okay,
server so that they can
Bleed,
ping
they're
with
playing
teams
like
from
the
that
leader.
region.
They're playing like the favorite. When they're ahead, they do what they need to. And I feel like I've said it like 2 or 3 times now, and set up Bleed to lose against Onic here, and Onic have had the eco.
Can we
round
meet
wins.
everyone at the G house? We will set up a meetup.
With the map win.
हम लोग एक meetup plan
Now,
करेंगे.
this time-
ये
Oh, beans.
bad sage गंदा होगा.
That's a blunder from NC Slasher. Darion,
Oopsie.
the operator, he's playing far forward. This time around, he's not on that B site. But it
Bechara
looks like
Slasher.
Onic are guessing right. If they go B, they might just overwhelm Maxi yet again.
Yeah, no worry, Indonesian fans. You're up 12-7, and that's with accidental slow orbs hitting myself like NC Slasher just did. Imagine when they go ahead and optimize everything, they're going to be on top of the world as they continue to try and top Bleed and finish them off. Again, Bleed the team, normally known as trouble closing out. Let's see how Onic do as the ones wearing the favorite cap right now. As no one on yellow, they'll have information on that. Good arrow by Shiro. And so full control, and the plant will be there. There'll be a post-plant try and retake by Maxi as the spike is planted.
Maxi was not able to hold that site at all. Wasn't able to even dish out some damage.
चलो ठीक है.
But it looks like
I think ये वाला हो गया. मेरा भागने का time आ गया.
Post-plant
Darion got poked.
ये वाली map के बाद भागना पड़ेगा.
Fury, so
from a teammate.
maybe not so good coordination here by Bleed as they now start their retake. Wall going down, Monyet right behind it. And it's an up-close and personal operator shot by Darion. 1, 2, 3, 4 as we watch Elby Moore trying to come around the side.
Diffuse करो.
And it's Bleed. They've got a long way to go. But it starts with 1 and they get 1.
Where did this Bleed come from?
ये suddenly कहाँ से आया
Where did they find
Bleed?
these skills? Like, this is what they've been struggling with.
Like legit, where did this
Holding
bleed come
on to the
from?
site. So they just decided, okay, we go for post plants instead.
Interesting.
That was a lot cleaner than the previous round.
Any plans on applying to Shark Tank?
No,
I don't
it just
think
might be
so.
good. I think Darren's the only one who's been successful in
Shark
holding
Tank पे नहीं
a
होगा
push
हमारा.
because of the rendezvous. The rest of them don't really have the tools to get out of dodge. Onic, they still need one more round, but Bleed, they finally cracked the code, but can they do it again?
Yeah, again, Maxi went down first in that. And I still like, you know, if I'm Onic, I like that execute. I like everything that happened there. You want to try and challenge Darion.
Now Bleed really has to fight for it overtime के लिए. I think Onic just has to get one round.
You clean it on up and oh no.
Good job, Bleed.
Well,
जब मैं चाहता हूँ कि तुम लोग हारो जीतते हो, I think I should root for the other side.
Cloud has a bullet on the opposite side.
तभी Bleed
Now
जीतती है.
Pith gets 2.
Really?
3.
ये troll कर रहे हैं अभी Bleed वाले.
See the former G2
ये गलत
come
है.
alive.
ये गलत है.
Now make it a 5v2.
IPL टीम भी खरीद लो. Done. IPL टीम भी खरीद लेंगे. सारे franchise में एक टीम तो होनी चाहिए ना जी की.
For Severine to get an answer, but instead they play slow. No information been given yet, other than the spot is down up inside tube right now.
They can't do anything on the side of Onic.
सीधा troller बोला.
To save,
If we get franchise slot, will be huge for Indian esports as a whole, though. If we get the slot, तो बहुत बड़ी deal होगी. A lot of repercussions of that. It will be like the best thing ever for Indian esports. For entire South Asia as a region, it will be epic. ये क्या ही बताओ.
There's going to be no flanks, no funny business, no switches.
20 minutes पहले 6-2 था, अभी 12-8. हाँ, exactly.
Onic are fine either way. They're fine with staying alive, fine with, you know, hurting the economy here of Bleed, because they have, I think all of them have at least 4,000, maybe like 3-5.
Twitter notifications आ रहे हैं भाई.
As now you can see Bleed are hunting. This is very, very aggressive. Pith, he's going to show up here. Very difficult shot for Severine to figure out. Rendezvous has been removed. Severine, Shiro. No. Oh, what are Bleed doing? Yes,
what?
Their economy. Okay, Redline gets 1.
What?
Thinks about going for the last one, and Darren holds on to the operator.
ये क्या था?
That was costly.
That was very costly. And yeah, you don't really want to lose that much economy. At least they still have
Shark Tank is PR move. Ha, I know and understand. I don't think we need that kind of PR
yet. They
yet.
actually went for that was because they wanted to destroy Onic's economy.
Not
so they
there
make
yet.
one round easier. They want to go against maybe one anti-eco or something. They knew that they had enough money to buy this round anyway, so that's why they went for that. But it was very costly.
Bleed.
All right. Well, with that Bleed, they get the
खत्म करने का plan है, अचार विचार है. तो कर दो. Now's your time.
And I think Severine is sitting
Onic का time
on
out.
like 6,000-ish. But what a battle we've had here.
What do you
We've
think Indian team is
expected no less
lacking
from
from
these
Master?
two squads.
Mindset.
Only
Number
one
one thing is
previous meeting
mindset.
between them in the
We are
past.
working on something to fix that, don't worry.
By Bleed.
Give us
But
a
these have
couple of
been two
months.
the top teams in the
There is
whole region.
something that's in the works.
Yeah,
that
they've
should
not been
hopefully
facing
fix that
each
as
other.
well.
It's just sometimes you dodge other teams in the bracket just by sheer luck or maybe by sheer coincidence. And between these two teams, they really want that last grand final spot. They really want to go to champions. Neither of them have.
I mean,
touched
obviously
it.
both
Neither of
teams
them
want to go to
touched
champions.
The global stage, and they really want to be able to be there.
And both having those standout moments to do it, but also both executing standard plans as well. right?
Yoshi Bhai, I want
Not
to meet you
executing the other
once.
team. And
Yes.
that again
We'll
deserves
do a
to be
meetup. आप कहाँ के हो? Which
celebrated,
city?
deserves to be praised. It doesn't always have to be the 1v4
Komel Lokhandwala. Which city are you from?
4K.
Tell me.
Sometimes
We
it's
can also meet up,
all
no
about
problem.
saying, hey, we got the guns, we have position, and we lined up our shots better
Come
than
on,
yours.
bleed. Come on, bleed.
And so now Onic, they've been able to get themselves onto the doorstep, but now they're the ones struggling to close this one out.
Oh my.
As Bleed, they play straight up. 2 in A, 1 mid, 2 mid actually. And Onic will play this one slow. So
Come on, Onic.
the whole Onic always
I stay
rushes.
500 meters away from Guild House. Oh wow, okay. So then we will host a Mumbai meetup and we will let you know. हमारे social media को follow करते रहना. We will host a Mumbai meetup very soon.
Continues to play around mid. Pith, he got 2 in that last round in situations like this. Again,
Come
the
on.
Poison Cloud becomes so
जीत लो last
dangerous.
round फटाफट,
He
please.
doesn't really like pushing out. That's why
Onic खत्म
Onic never
करो.
find anything on their defaults. This time around, they're going through Kitchen Pith. It's not there to receive this time. So
Wow.
he had that triple kill that last time, but that turret is going to spot them. That wall is going to go up. They're
Oh,
going
what?
for this B execute. Maxi needs to get it out of dodge
Okay.
really fast.
Oh, what timing.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, well, the
Oh,
timing
what
worked out for
timing.
Pith as Pith popped out or through
Bleed. क्या time पे clutch करते हैं
now
यार.
Shiro will get the
हाँ,
plan,
कर लो,
but
कर लो.
Pith gets another one.
कर लो, overtime
And
कर
it's
दो.
Pith coming
गलत
alive
है ये.
now for Bleed when they've
बहुत
needed a
गलत है.
hero. Elmi Moore, this has been the guy that you could rest your hat on if you're an Onic fan. But it's a 2v5 situation. Maxi and Shiro
I mean,
passing in the night. As
I
now
mean-
Retla gets off one. Elmi Moore has his
I
work cut out
mean-
for him. And this was 2v4. Maxi's
What?
still alive. Elmi Moore using the snake bite. Will it be enough? No, it won't. And
नहीं,
so
half
we
defuse
will
हो चुका, हो जाएगा,
go
हो
to
जाएगा.
a
Half
round
defuse हो चुका है.
23. But 2v5.
who's
Key.
kid crying? No,
They
Siri
made
is
it
playing
so
with his
expensive.
toy.
They found 4 kills.
Siri is playing with his
If he just had his gun out
toy.
and had the angle, he could have taken Maxi out. There were some 50-50s in that round. Maxi could have stuck it as well, and I think he would have gotten a defuse. But after a strong
Siri का वो
start from
squeaky
Bleed,
toy है.
after a lot of kills from Pith and Maxi at the beginning, Elmi Moore found a way to almost bring it back, and that makes it very expensive for Bleed. And
ये
because
GG
of
हो
that,
जाता.
they have to buy some light shields here and there. Still a full buy from them, but for Onic,
Okay, a
also
full
still
buy
a full buy
on
because
both
their
sides.
economy has been pretty good.
The
But
loser
this
of
is
this.
Onic's last
So
match.
basically, Bleed wins this round, they'll win the
They
next
have
as
a
well.
chance to send it to overtime.
Very
And
likely.
here we go. It is Viper's Pit on A.
Okay, direct Viper's
Yet
Pit se
again,
opening. Let's go.
Maxi getting value. And how important was that last kill to get him the ulti point? And so 12 to 10. Bleed looking to reset the economy of Onic. They themselves not feeling pretty great because those last couple of rounds were costly. It did take down multiple members, but you go back to that one round.
Who is
that you
Siri?
called
Apple
out,
वाला क्या?
hunting
नहीं, एक
after
और भी
Onic,
Siri है.
trying to
इधर आ,
reset
इधर आ.
Onyx economy. It did cost
इधर
them
आ.
3 of their
This
players
is Siri.
lives, but
Hi. Say hi.
it might be the
This
thing
is
that
मेरा
gets
वाला
them
Siri.
to overtime.
Yeah, they just need to work for that.
No.
They were already
प्यारा सा
down,
husky.
They've closed it out. Now there's only 2 more remaining. If they just play this well, if they just play it like they've been playing the
Come
past
on.
few rounds, they can make this work. The flick misses. Darren does not get the first kill, but they do commit the lockdown. Now
Okay, done.
they're faced with a tough decision.
Bus.
Go B, try to fight the lockdown? No, they can't.
Go A, go A, go A, go A.
Hit? Is that where you go?
Go
Or do you
A, or
mid?
they're just gonna
The
wait?
time is ticking. There's only 30 seconds left. If once they start making a decision here, the time is going to tick, and they have to play this perfectly.
And it's gonna be explosive.
Damn.
Here comes the Hunter's Fury. But
Okay.
Darian gets taken down
Okay, they
early
planted.
on. Lenny trading on back to
Let's
Elmi
go.
Moore. The
Okay,
spike
planted
does get
B.
planted on
Let's
B.
go.
So Viper's Pit just button
Now it's all
time,
holding.
but not
Let's
a
go.
round win, and that's what you need right now if you're Bleed. Retla thinking about getting the wall down, clears out yellow as much as he can, still has resurrection. Severine on top of
Come
one of the
on.
crates. Buying a bit of time.
Nice. Up against the wall, has a little bit of cover,
Okay.
but trades on out. That's what they were looking for. Monyet still alive.
Oh.
Shiro becoming the hero, and now it's just Maxi left alive. 26 HP, Spike
Oh,
ticking, and we're going to
let's
map
go.
number 3.
GG.
Onic, they
Nice.
started to fumble the bag,
Nice.
but they
13-10.
close it on off.
Wow.
13
Nice.
to 10.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. अच्छा खेले. Like legit played really well. This was very impressively good and damn. Nice. Good job. Good job, Onic. Now the decider is going to be Haven, but unfortunately, I may not be around. I'm going to try. I'm leaving to the guild house right now. Let me try setting up वहाँ अगर guild house पे कर सकते हैं watch party continue तो वहाँ करेंगे वरना I am not sure. एक सेकेंड मेरे को यहाँ देखने दो. Watch party continue करने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं. I will try continuing it from the guild house. I will try continuing the watch party from the guild house. But अभी के लिए bye bye. I will